I fell and lost to the war, shot me dead. I was lost and sad to the voices in my head. I'm gonna get up again. I'm gonna get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up again. I'm gonna get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up again. Look into my eyes. My heart beats like a drum. You listen to my lies. Love is far to come. Your love is far. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in this morning till my day just goes on. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in this morning till my day just goes on. Gotta get up again. I'm gonna get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get
Yikes. What's up, everybody? Hello. Hello. What's going on? Sorry, I'm a little bit unprepared. There we go. Hello, everybody. I didn't want to delay the stream more. Wanted to be right over here on time. There's a couple of things I need to fix real quick, if you don't mind me, because it's gonna bother me. Hope you guys doing well. Welcome to the stream again. Okay. Sorry for being a little bit unprepared, but sometimes it is what it is. I'm gonna start like in a split of a second. We got some drama that we're gonna cover today. We're gonna continue from where we left last time, which was drama, covering drama. But before I do that, I wanna make sure that my green screen is okay, because I moved my green screen a little bit. Yeah, looks alright. I don't see anything wrong about it. Okay, good to go. Alrighty. So, we're gonna spend a lot of time listening to Destiny and continuing the drama from yesterday. The live stream, yesterday's stream that we spent a lot of time talking about the whole drama. It is right now on YouTube, uploaded, ready to go. You can always go watch the VODs over there. We went through it. This is the part 2 where we have more things to go through. And again, I didn't want to delay myself too much. Let's see. So, it was first the video about Destiny going through the the article about Pokemon and Fred Meister's drama. I hope you guys are aware of that. And then the second video was a live stream of her
But then why were you sending messages?
responding to the accusations live. And then we have a 14 minutes video of Destiny's thoughts, which we actually going to... Hey, I appreciate that. Someone like the video. Yay. Yeah, I forgot about doing my tax. Give me a sex. The last video is gonna be... No, not the last video. There's another one after that. So there's a 14 minutes video of last thoughts. In a 14 minutes video, which that actually I'm gonna upload to my reaction channel. Edit it, yada yada. And then there is another one big video again, another big live stream. What is it? Lily? Let me see. Copy link. Alright, so it's Lily. Just a clip. Copy link. It is 14 minutes of Destiny, and then the big one, the new big one. Let me show you real quick. And the new big one will be Destiny 1 hour. Pokemon exposed, Fred still lying, which is gonna be the juicy one. It's gonna be the good stuff that we actually want to go through. Alright, good stuff. So yesterday, the day yesterday was a stream dedicated to unfold the whole story, explain the story and give a backstory of the story. And today is more like, let's hear opinions and actually hear what is going on. Before we do that, I need to do some tags on YouTube. By the way, if there's anyone watching, we are multi-stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Thank goodness Twitch works today. Highly recommend you to check out also my 3 YouTube channels. You will be able to find it in any of the platforms that you find. Please check them out. And where is my tags? I'm gonna steal the tags from the yesterday's video. That is not alive. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. God damn it, why does it keep resetting? It is so annoying. Anyways, give me a second. So annoying. Oh my god. I like having tags on YouTube under my videos and my live streams on YouTube. Yeah. Just makes it more discoverable, you know. Put the extra effort. There we go. Fixed. Just copy Destinies. I love you. Alright, that closes up. That closes up. Alright, let's go through them. Make sure that we are also recording in case if I'm gonna use any of these. Let's begin. Pokemon exposed. No. We begin with addressing the Pokemon / Fed backlash and my involvement. With Destiny's involvement. Which, again, we spent an entire time or an entire stream yesterday going through all of it. You can find my live reaction on the main channel on YouTube. It is called basically the same title, but that's the part 1. This is actually the juicy stuff that we want to get into and actually react and put my own thoughts into all of this drama. So, for context, go to the main channel. It is a 6, 7, 8 hours of a live stream if you want to watch it. I'm probably going to have all the links down below on the description about the videos that I went through, just for if you want to watch them without my input. And now, this is the good juicy stuff where Destiny gets into the situation as well. He get involved into this as well. All right, so let's skip a little bit, and here we are.
What is it? Hold on.
What Destiny did last night was fucked up. That's my take.
In my opinion, is probably the best thing that Destiny could have done. 100%. I'm looking for some stuff now, and I'm so confused what I'm looking for. I'm not sure. Let's continue. So for context, Maya is calling out Destiny for doing something that, to her opinion, is fucked up. To my opinion, it is him not being biased and being truly honest and giving justice to the whole situation and a perspective from an individual that was within her circle as well. Kinda. He's been very transparent, basically, which I admire him for doing that. That's all.
A piece of shit for that. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. Because, what? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark?
Of course they're gonna call you out, and the reason is because your statement that you did is very dumb. What Destiny did was an absolutely amazing thing that he done, 100%. Because he called out the bullshit, while right now you are covering the bullshit, which doesn't make you look good. That's why it's the question mark, because everyone's like, what do you mean? He literally exposed the whole situation and in an unbiased way. Does not make sense.
That's pretty much all I'm going to say about it, because I refuse to violate the normalcy that they both deserve, to treat them like reality TV stars, because I'm a streamer. And I feel like if anybody should know that, it should be streamers.
This is like a two-head take.
Don't have much to say about.
Wait, so basically the reason is because, hey, their streamers don't bring the IRL stuff into the stream, which in the reality, if you are any content creator, doesn't matter if you have a personal life or not, you chose to put yourself into the internet. Doesn't matter if you had the specifics privately or not, which in this case, it was not private. It was 100% public. She made a live stream with 55,000 people watching, a live answer to the whole situation. So it wasn't a private conversation. He had the right 100% to enter the conversation and put his own input the same way that I'm doing right now, because your shit went public. Pretty much.
We came back from Taiwan and we came back from clothes.
Do you think Maya is going to do you think Maya's going to call her boyfriend a piece of shit because he's restreaming Pokey's thing here?
Wait, is he? No, there's no way.
Well, no, actually, that's way different. Maya talked about your clip. She felt like you talking about it without.
Wait, is Miskiv actually Hassan? That's Pokemon. I don't see Miskiv. Unless I don't know his name. Anyways.
Well, no, actually, that's way different. Maya talked about your clip. She felt like you talking about it without consent from any party. It's different from Pokey talking about it on her channel. No, she's lying because she doesn't want to go against her boyfriend.
Yes.
because nobody in this industry has the balls to talk against anybody.
Yes.
If you go back and you watch the Maya clip, she specifically said that she didn't like it because I was treating it like reality TV. Her boyfriend Miskiff is doing the exact same thing. She just doesn't want to say anything bad against him because they're dating. That's it. She doesn't actually believe or know or have any idea what she's talking about. She's just talking. Do you want her to fail at this point? Not saying you are, but you're having fun. Oh, I mean, drama is always fun. It's always interesting. I'm not like cheering for any particular side. I like Iman. I think she's a really cool person. She's also a little bit whatever, but I mean, I think she's a cool person. This is all just very interesting to me. So
She just didn't want to have any involvement into it negatively. She kind of wanted to protect Pokemon and didn't want to allow anyone to talk shit about her, pretty much. So her boyfriend doing the same thing, but not really saying anything about it, just, you know, watching the whole situation. To her understanding is different, although in reality it is not. It is literally the same thing.
all of it is, I don't have a horse in the race. I'm not really close to, I was probably closer to Iman than Fed. I didn't really talk to Fed ever. I think that it's just very interesting. That's all I'm saying. I'm not cheering for any side. I just think the situation is quite the meme.
Same with me anyways. That's the reason why I'm making these videos and the reason why I'm interacting, talking, and reacting to the whole drama. Just because I find it interesting. And at the same time, because I feel like there is not a lot of people like Destiny and I that truly put their input with an unbiased eye. Like, truly, honestly, this is fucked up, this shouldn't have done, without considering any friendship with the individual or whatever, you know. This is what we call unbiased. And Maya in this situation being biased and Destiny being completely unbiased, although he does know all of these people, made content with them before, with no hesitation, called out Pokemon immediately, which is, that's what we want on the internet. More people like him calling out the bullshit, you know.
It's like a barrier.
Maya!
Hi.
You think I'm an asshole for doing this?
Oh my god, are we gonna go over the LSF stuff?
No, I mean, look, you're the most hated woman in Babylon. You want me to say?
I wouldn't do it. I don't like that you're doing it, but it is different from what Destiny did yesterday because this is like Pokey talking about it. It's not a league. Like, that's what I thought was fucked up, but I don't know. I guess I'm stupid for that.
Maya.
Basically, Maya saying that Destiny is leeching content. Come on.
I don't care if you're on the board of Make-A-Wish. I don't care if you're on the board of animals and you've been helping people for years. My opinion of you has changed 100%, and now I just think you're a fucking terrible, terrible person.
Anything for the content. All right, hold on.
Only a few people came and actually sent me a DM. Smile. Just to be chilling, just to check in. Like
34 months, Poggy Woggy, welcome back.
Destiny
to
did it.
XQCL smile.
Hassan did a little bit.
Okay, now everyone's just milking the whole situation. Which in reality, yeah, sure. I guess I am doing the same thing, but I guess, nah. It is a real situation where big and small streamers need to put their input into the whole situation in their own perspective. Like over here, having XQC bringing the chat over there immediately and just start talking, putting statements and reacting to the whole thing. It has to happen. You know, it's not leeching. It's not like it has to happen. They have to say something about the situation because of how fucked up was and is.
Some Twitch staff.
Thank God.
Poke, obviously.
The only reason I sent a DM to XQC is because when he came back, I told him, like, hey, dude, like, I hope you're feeling okay. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm like, awesome. Hey, when you come back, make sure to mention I sent you a DM, all right? I need to, like, build my streamer cred. Thank you, XQC. I appreciate it. Oh, did Maya raid me?
Quick side
Thanks
note.
for the raid. Hey, I think your
so
statement
we
was
have
really
like
dumb, but I think your animal stuff is really cool. Keep up the great work. I support you and all your
People in the past that
podcasting
we've
people.
hired.
God damn it. I feel like I don't like, well, I like being in the spotlight to some extent, but I don't feel like I'm like fucking hogging everything or it's like crazy, okay? So I feel like every single thing I say is going to get clipped. So I'm trying to
I got an itchy nose. I don't know why. It happens every now and then. I don't like scratching my nose. I'm like more like patting my nose for some reason. I don't know. It just got itchy. And I think it's because of G Fuel and my early walk that I had earlier. It's just got me a little bit hot and itchy.
just play Minecraft tonight, okay? We need to step aside. There's a lot of shit going on, okay? So here's my thought process when something like this leaks, okay?
Really not being prepared for all of this before he came back. Poor fucking Fed too. Imagine having to sit down and explain your private text to 65,000 people. This is so fucking weird. That's Maya. Dude, listen to Poggy. Dude, this makes me not want to be a streamer. Don't be. It's not even a hate thread. It's just them saying reverse the roles and expecting that. Okay. Why is Fed doing this? What kind of 30-something-year-old cover statement? This is so childish.
I'll read Maya's statement real quick, okay? Are y'all watching this cringe? What kind of 30-something-year-old covers statements via screenshots of text? Okay, man, fuck. Every time I say something mean about Miz gets really mad. Miz is probably one of the most like drama farmers on Twitch. Like Miz's whole explosive growth on LSF was all being a drama frog.
Yeah.
I don't understand this statement. It's a very weird statement to make when you're dating like the living embodiment of covering other people's drama on LSF. It's a very, very, very weird criticism for her to levy. It's possible though that maybe she's mad at Mizkif for stuff like that too, I guess. Yeah, like Mizkif and friends were literally making fun of Novaru for doing porn when she was 18, like on stream and like having a laugh about it while she's like crying about it. It's very interesting that Maya is so against this type of content, but I don't know. I don't really give a fuck that much. I mean,
every person they have their own opinion about. Some people they're gonna see drama. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to have anything about it. There's other people like Destiny that they're gonna put their own input. They hold some values. You know, they have a value and they have a voice that they want to use, and honestly, go for it. Like if you wanna add into the whole conversation in your own opinion, with your own words, go for it. No one's gonna stop you. The people that they don't like it, they're just gonna say, "Oh, this is cringe. I don't wanna do it." Don't do it. Don't even, just look the other way. But those that they do wanna put their input, do wanna react, do have some values that they want to throw to other people, go for it 100%. That's the same reason why I'm doing it. Because I think I have some values, I have some words, some opinions that I want to put over there because I'm well known for being transparent, fully honest with an unbiased eye, pretty much. So there it is.
I mean, the realistic explanation is it's easier to attack people that you aren't dating, so whatever.
Biased.
Why is he doing this? So Destiny's reading it all. Did he get permission from Fed? I hate the streaming world, dude. Like, we're all fucking reality stars. They didn't pay me. The raid has been canceled. Did you guys read this thread? Damn, Destiny's so dumb and Elsa's so dumb. It's not even hate thread. Okay, yeah. The thing that I'm thinking is that this thread was DM'd to multiple streamers, meaning that it's only a matter of time before losers like Keemstar are going to be covering this shit on their stream or their YouTube chat, right? It's going to happen. If I
wouldn't call him Keemstar a loser either. He covers drama, so same that I do, same that he does, reacting to drama. I mean, he's reported to drama. Destiny and I reacted to drama, which is pretty much the same thing.
I personally, and you can disagree, and that's fine. I personally think that I have a relatively unbiased way of reading this compared to some of either the insane incels on the internet or the insane, like, all women are queens people on the internet.
That's the same thing that I said earlier about unbiased opinions. There we go. Although Keemstar, on the other hand, is going to be very biased. He's well known for being biased and, with any second of giving him the chance to be against Pokemon, he will capitalize that immediately and he will go immediately against Pokemon and make it loud and clear. Talking about Keemstar. That's why he named him like fucking loser or whatever.
I think I read things in a fairly unbiased manner. I don't really have a horse in the race. I don't, I can read it, say, this is what I think is wrong, this is what I think is right. I would rather be the first one to, like, publicly cover something like this and do it by reading the entire document than having the first word on this be somebody like Keemstar, which is what's going to happen.
I agree. Keemstar, I don't think is going to go through hours and hours and hours of footage to find the truth behind it. He's just going to cover it in a way that, oh, Pokemon did that, oh my god, thumbnails, drama, yeah. People like Destiny will actually dig around and try to find the actual truth behind it. That's the reason why we literally sat yesterday on the stream 6-7 hours watching the whole live stream and the whole incident and the whole thing, and we have another like 2-3 hours to go through it. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, once it's already leaked, I could keep my mouth shut. Like once other people are talking about it, of course I'm going to talk about it too, right? Because everybody's going to throw their 2 cents in here, whether you like it or not. That's what's going to happen. I'd rather be like the person that covers it first because I can read through the whole thing and then give my,
Agree.
feedback on things. Yeah. Destiny bullshit. Are you not mad at Offline TV for not supporting Lily after her first twit longer? I've had problems with not Lily. I don't usually have problems with Lily ever. I've had problems with Lily TV in the past. I don't hate any of them. Like I'm cool with most of the Offline TV people, or all of the Offline TV people. I think I don't usually like hold grudges like that. People fuck up sometimes, and I get mad over it, but I don't like hold grudges over anybody. Please acknowledge that you benefit and that you enjoy it as well. Not judging, just say it before they do. Why the fuck would I say it before they do? Of course I benefit from it. And of course covering drama is fun. Anybody that denies either of those two things is stupid as fuck.
Exactly.
But that's not really relevant here, right?
No.
Is that not what Keemstar would say?
No.
Linus, do you really think that Keemstar is going to cover this the same way that I would?
No.
I think Maya doesn't like you because of the stuff that you said about them on Rekvil's death or something.
No. It's because she's
I'll
biased.
always stand by shit like that. That's just a fact of the matter. You will never have more friends in your life than the day you commit suicide because every single person will take to social media and reveal that they were actually your best friend. It's cringe as fuck. I know a lot of people that talk shit about him privately quite a bit that came out and they were apparently his best fucking friend probably. But I don't give a fuck about that. Who cares?
That's so
if you're
true.
actually friends with him, why the fuck do you care what some loser like me says, right? Just do whatever. I don't remember what I said about Maya or Miskiff specifically. I don't think Maya or Miskiff didn't like Rekvil. I don't even remember talking shit about them related to that, did I? I don't think I did. But I have no idea what I even would have said related to that.
Believes me.
This is how Keemstar decided to cover the breaking story.
This whole Fedmeister thing just makes me so angry. It really bothers me. You know, when I was in my 20s, like, I had this awesome friend group.
Oh, wait, actually, that's right. I think I kind of agreed with Miskiff during the whole Byron shit. Because Tyler 1 came out and he was saying shit like, oh, like, if Byron had real friends, you know, maybe he would have killed himself. Which is kind of bullshit. I don't think anybody in Byron's life was capable of handling, save for Dr. K, I don't think anybody in his life was capable of dealing with, like, that level of mental anguish. Like, Miskiff or anybody else included. I hope I didn't say that. I don't blame anybody in Byron's life for him killing himself. I don't think anybody was in a position to do anything about that. I hope I didn't say anything different when he died. I can't imagine I would have, but...
I do not believe that it was today's comments that put him over the edge, but a much larger reason that I will not go fully into unless the family feels that it's appropriate.
So let's see his statement.
And to those streamers and people on the internet that claimed that the friends could do more, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know the situation. You don't know that he was being watched constantly. That he was being told to go to mental institutions or go to other places to seek help. You don't know the constant messages he was receiving. He constantly had people around him every day to check on him and make sure he was okay. Every day. He did this in the morning. Everyone was asleep. No one knew. And no one had a clue until it was too late.
The shit that pisses me off so much is when people say, oh, he didn't want help. Oh, but I can't help him. He doesn't want help. I don't give a fuck what he wants. You find a way. If you want, how do I help someone that doesn't want help? You find a way.
Okay, I love Tyler, okay? Now he's my favorite streamer on Twitch since Dr. Disrespect is gone. But, like, this is, like, motivational speaking with no idea of, like, how any of these things actually work. You just can't force help on someone. You can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you can't. There's no way to do it.
Well, it's even exhausting on yourself.
So that was his statement, yeah.
Then you're solely responsible for that person. And,
the best you can do is, like, be there for the person and encourage them to do
There's so much that you can do, basically.
But, like, I mean, just short of calling the police and committing somebody, like, you can't force a person to get help. Like, it's just, you can't do that. Like, even therapists can't force their patients to do the right thing. You just can't do it. You and Miz were on the same page. You talked against Tyler. Yeah, okay.
Of guys and girls, we all hung out. We were all friends. We were all homies. We would party or whatnot. And sometimes people get wasted, guys and girls, and they get too touchy-feely with their friends, all right? Sometimes things were said that were just, like, uncalled for, too far. But there was always this, like...
Right now, what we are watching is basically Keemstar being biased and saying... And saying that Fedmeister, yeah, we all got there, we all did the touch, which, truthfully, we did. We drank, we saw a girl, especially roommates. We flirt and touched. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as it's been done in a, not aggressive way. Just kind of like, hey, I'm trying to touch you, and she was like, no. And then you were like, but I won. You know, that's an abuse. But anyways, he doesn't have more knowledge, I think.
He's wasted or she's wasted, right?
Yeah, see, like, these are the types of takes that are going to be given first, right? Is going to be this stuff. So, like, I don't excuse Fed for any of the dumb shit that he did with Yvonne and Lily, but Keemstar, of course, will handwave everything.
We need to take care of our friend. They are wasted. It was never like, oh, he put his arm around me when he was wasted. I'm going to go get him fired from his job. That's insanity. But that's exactly what happened with offline TV. Fedmeister got wasted one night, jumped in one of his friends' beds.
Yeah,
They
that
were
didn't really
in each
happen.
other's rooms, hanging out all the time. But he jumped in
Pedro?
bed with one of them, and he kissed the
Brain
girl's hand.
gamer?
All right? And she didn't say, get off me. She didn't say, stop. She didn't say, this is making me feel uncomfortable. In fact, she said absolutely nothing.
Is it normal when you're doing like a beard that you would shave your cheeks so low and then keep this really long? Is this like a style? I have no idea.
Yeah, he's just trying to grow the beard. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the stream. You can always watch us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You choose. Welcome to the stream.
For months, until there was a Me Too movement, and then she came out and put a statement. The first time she said anything was to millions of people, which resulted in getting her friend's entire life destroyed, his career gone, for kissing her hand.
Yeah, he doesn't have the facts though.
That doesn't sit right with me.
He doesn't have.
That's supposed to be your.
He doesn't have the facts though. I mean, in reality, yeah, something like that probably happened, but there's also more context behind it that he really didn't mention. He didn't describe. He didn't explain.
Friend. You know?
I don't think it's just one
That
incident.
does not sit right with me.
Yeah.
The punishment isn't even remotely equal to the crime. On top of it, when that came out, Pokemon went out of her way to distance herself. She said that Fedmeister and her were never dating. She also said that Fedmeister
Okay. Well, that's about what I would expect. Uh-oh.
Basically, the expectation was him siding with Fedmeister and going against Pokemon. That is not what we call, digging through, analyzing, knowing the backstory and all of that. It's just, hey, I like you, Fedmeister, and I go against you, whatever, random. Why I don't have it shut? Did you... Loja? What is that? You put a command? Hey, man, what's up? How you doing?
Do you think Destiny should have covered it? I think... My feeling is, I think had he known this wasn't public, he wouldn't have done it. I think he probably thought that, based on like what he was sent, that was just from his actual post. So I trust that he has the sensibilities to not have done that had he known. But.
What are we talking about?
I think we'd have to argue for a second, but we'd probably agree. If it was truly like private, I did originally think it was public. If it was actually private though, and I knew it was going to stay private, then I wouldn't do something like that, yeah. Because then I would actually be the leaker. But the problem was that the person that was DMing people on Twitter DM'd multiple streamers, so it was gonna go public. And I'd rather cover something like that first than like fucking Keemstar. That's just how I view it. But just as a reminder for all of you guys, if I ever find out that you guys in my chat are running to other people's chats and posting things that are like disgusting or fucked up, I will ban you from every single platform that I have. Listen, fuck Twitch. I don't give a fuck about their rules or any of that bullshit. I'm telling you that because I personally fucking hate that. Do not run from my chat and go and brigade other Discords or other chats and spam shit to be an asshole. All of the people involved in this, Yvonne and even Lily, and definitely Pokey and Fed, are going to be getting a lot of hate and pressure and attacks over these things, and most of it will be undeserved, even if some people did fuck up here. Don't add to that. There's no reason. Nothing good comes of it. So
the whole reason behind all of this and the reason why he covered and I react to him covering it, first of all, is because I cannot read as fast as he does. That's first of all, and second of all, because you genuinely want to find the truth behind it, and you want to prevent people from actually sending hate towards a specific person for no reason. Like if you going to hate someone, and if you're going to hate someone, like really attack someone, you gotta. I personally have to know 100% that that person you're attacking right now, he's on the wrong. Otherwise, I cannot allow someone to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to be the police of the internet. Call it whatever you want. I just don't feel, it doesn't sit right for me to go and say, Pokimane, bad person, da-da-da, I hate her, without really having any evidence or knowing the backstory behind all of this. I cannot create an opinion without knowing the facts, because facts matter. Matters to me. It's a minor thing, but it matters to me. There we go. Okay, so this is the 14 minutes video we just went through. The next one will be Lily, a very short stream, she said. It is a little bit weird that it has only 1,200 views. Probably it's going to be a lot of them. But in this case, it's a very short stream. And Lily talking about the whole situation, I guess. So, let's see.
This is the only thing I'll say because I think everything else will be misconstrued. I care about Pokey and I will still be your friend. And I care about Fed and I'm still his friend. And I talk to both of them and I care about both people very much. And I only want the best for them. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
I don't have any other comment. Everything else will be handled separately.
Yeah, she cannot really put any public statement because she cannot be unbiased.
That's it.
Although a lot of people are expecting Lily to put a statement and say, hey, Pokemon, what you've done to Fed was fucked up. Hey, Fed, what you've done overall after all of this, yeah, that was fucked up as well. That would be the best thing that she could have done for herself to put a statement. But in her case, being the weak person that she is, because she is weak, like a weak-minded person, not a weak person, a weak-minded person that doesn't put statements, try to be friends with everyone. It's something that it has been expected. The logical thing will say to put a statement public, since all of this is public, instead of saying, yeah, this is going to be handling privately. People are expecting you as the closest person to the whole situation to put a statement, and you just say, no, I'm going to go privately, which is something that that's not the right move for me. Yeah, at all. Same with Toast and the other ones. I don't know if they said anything about it. Just FYI. And I don't have a clip of them putting a statement or not, so I don't know. Anyways, the last one's going to be a big one. The last one's going to be a 1 hour of him going through all of it publicly. I think it's less than an hour. Did he edit it? He did. Alright, so 1 hour, Pokemon exposes Meister still lying. So this is what I wanted. The outline, the end. Him actually putting strong statements and citing. The entire time, all of the footage that we've seen so far, it was him consuming information, consuming, and not really speaking much. He spoke a little bit. Now, my expectations will be him being very, very, very vocal about the whole situation and truly siding with Fred on this one. All right, let's go through it.
That shit out. Why would you do that?
Would never. Nothing. People like response. Perhaps the final chapter. Last time on offline TV, Fed had delivered a killing blow to Iman's reputation. He came out hard.
Wait a second. Oh, that's the written statement of Pokimane after the incident, after the live stream, after her response. This is Pokimane's written, scripted documentation. That is Pok.
Hard hitting with the screenshots. He showed us a world of Pokemon that none of us had ever seen before.
Ooh.
Confirming the deepest and darkest desires of a lot of the incels, the far reaches of the internet, as they came together to tear down Pokemon's legacy.
Just think about it. She took her sweet time, read all of it, went through all of it, and in details, although in her actual live stream she didn't really respond to anything, she went through it, but she didn't. It's like talking gibberish without actually putting points into what you're saying. It's just talking, fillers is what we call it. Now over here on this document, she actually went through the text one by one and pointed out everything, assuming that's the expectation on this.
Now, we all watched Pokemon's response stream.
Yes.
And I'm not going to lie, it was pretty bad. It was not very impressive.
Yes.
She left out a lot of detail, didn't give us a lot of good responses. Not impressive. But now we have...
That's exactly what I just said.
After a less than stellar rebuttal, now we have a prepared, multi-page, sourced with text image response from ruthless businesswoman Pokemon. That's first, middle, and last name. Well, there's not much more to say to this.
Pokemon.
Let's see if this document is enough to bring it back. Destiny, can you explain how you think and shit info before that? Well, the last document seemed to show that Fed felt as though Pokey had led him on quite a bit, which seemed to be the case, and also showed that Pokemon was probably the one pushing for Yvonne to get kicked out of offline TV.
Let me put a statement before he continues with all of this. So the whole assumption and the whole conclusion of all of this story is basically Fedmeister, Pokemon, flirting. At some point, Pokemon was like, hey, we live in the same house, so it might be some obligations, so we really need to slow down and think about it. Then cold turkey. Like, no, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do sleepovers. I don't want to, She stepped away. A couple of months passed by, and she was like, hey, Pokemon, hey, wanna sleep together, chill, watch movies, been very flirty with commentary and messages and all of that. So the entire time, Fetmeiser was straightforward to Pokemon. Hey, I like you, do something. While Pokemon was like in and out. Very manipulative while he was there waiting. And she was playing with him. And through the text and all of that, and her public statement was, instead of being clear with him and being like, no, it was a phase, now we over. Instead of that, not only she was manipulating him, like sleeping together, not sleeping together, chilling together, not chilling together, really. She also was inviting people over to her house, in her room, to make him think that it's, yes, officially over. The whole execution of all of this was made in a very bad way. So the whole assumption is, after this, after the whole manipulation and I'm gonna assume not only months but years of manipulation, it got into him. Depression, got into him, started drinking and acting in a very weird and bad way to my understanding. And that's when the others girl incident, Yvonne, happened, where he started flirting with her, touched her inappropriately while he was drinking. So because of her, this happened, and that's how Fedmeister got kicked out of the house, because of the accusations of sexual harassment against Yvonne. There we go. Here's the statement. This is what happened. It is clear as hell. Now we're gonna hear Destiny saying the exact same thing in his own words.
Or at least from what we'd seen from Fed. And that Pokemon was being kind of possessive and a little bit unfair to Fed if they were truly supposed to be as romantically separated. As she claimed.
Yikes!
Fed challenged that. Now we're going to see the prepared response. Here we go. Intro. I've talked about my experiences with Fed in the past, and am really disappointed that leaked and misleading messages have made it necessary for me to respond once again. I feel forced to share my side of the story now with evidence and context to hopefully close this chapter once and for all. Ooh, it's like when Nier is at the end and he's like, now we stand before you with evidence.
Once and for all.
Knowing how much it hurts to have private convos leaked, I didn't want it to have to come to sharing more info that is also private to Fed and my friends involved. Out of respect to their privacy, I'll only be talking about some of the things that were already shared and what my friends are comfortable with.
I mean, everything was shared.
The leak. I found out about this document weeks ago because one of Fed's viewers DM'd one of the offline TV members with a link to it, technically a prior version to it. There was no update at the bottom / certain private texts were not in the document that I saw. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to be fully transparent. So I have been talking a little bit with Iman over the past couple of days because obviously this is all very interesting. So if there's like a little bit more context I can provide here without leaking any new information or whatever, I will. But yeah, okay. So I'll try to speak a little bit more. This part is very interesting. We'll get into this later, all right? When I read the original document, I don't know if you guys read this the same way or took the same takeaway. I was under the impression that Fed worked on the document and sent this document to Iman, and that they were kind of going over the document together. That was the impression that I had.
Okay.
I wasn't aware. Maybe I just read it poorly, but I wasn't aware that there was like a random person that was like shipping off copies of this document to people in offline TV. I was not aware of that. That's pretty interesting to me. But I was horrified that a viewer of his had such private messages of mine, and I immediately contacted Fed. We spent a couple of days talking things through and coming to an understanding on how to handle things. I also informed him how the document was shared with me, so he was very well aware of the specific person who was doing this. Over the next few weeks, I would have my close friends and other streamers message me and tell me that they were also sent this document. Sometimes from Fed, sometimes from Fed's viewer.
Got leaked.
Every time my privacy was further violated, I would tell Fed, and he would tell me he'd speak to his viewer and have the Google Docs deleted. It kept happening multiple times afterwards, making it hard for me to believe that he didn't want this to be shared.
Blaming him. Anyway, nonetheless, he wanted to be shared or not. That's not the issue. The document had to be shared. Nonetheless, doesn't matter if it got leaked, if he didn't want to, it had to be leaked. Like, it had to be 100%.
It appears less as though that this was one person who was trying to leak the document, like intentionally, and more kind of makes it seem like maybe Fed wanted it to be leaked. Yvonne and offline TV. I'd like to, so I think this is kind of important because I think Fed came out publicly and made it sound afterwards like he regretted it leaking and he didn't want it to be leaked, but that seems to not be the case. That seems to not be the case.
I don't think it matters.
He could have said it to private. Well, there's a lot of things maybe.
I don't think it matters.
There's zero chance it got leaked without Fed wanting it. He can just delete the fucking thing and removing all sharing Perm's destiny. Possibly, yeah. But Yvonne and offline TV. So these texts were really damning. So these were the texts from Pokey that basically made it sound like Fed was trying to keep her in some role and Pokey was trying to kick out Yvonne. And it seemed like a big reversal on what Pokey had said before. Because originally Pokey had claimed that...
This is very important because originally Pokemon said that Fedmeister was trying to kick her out. But talking and saying that she was lazy, which in reality was Pokemon saying these things. And on the live stream, she said that it was reverse. You know, that's fucked up.
Fed was the one that was shit-talking Yvonne, and that Fed was the one that was trying to get her kicked out. But it seemed like, based on the text that Fed had released...
It was the opposite.
It made it seem like that wasn't the case. It made it seem like it was the exact opposite of how Pokey had originally presented it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yvonne and offline TV. I said Fred, sorry, Fed.
Fred.
I watched too much YouTube in 2007. I'd like to give context to the messages he included of me talking to Yvonne, since the leaked document attempts to imply that I was plotting against her when this was not the case at all. I'm really disappointed that he would try to publicly pit us against each other, especially since he knows us personally and the reality of the situation, on top of what he's already put Yvonne through. This situation is also heavily impacted by the fact that Fed touched Yvonne inappropriately, which is something that Offline TV members weren't aware of until later. Please keep this in mind when reading the screenshots involving other House members, because they didn't know and have done everything in their power to help Yvonne since they found out. Because I was so close to Fed, he would rant or vent to me about others a lot. Yvonne was a sore topic for him, where he would continuously complain about her. He would complain that he was taking on her workload and that she would deny his attempts to get her to do work at Offline TV and stream instead. Looking back on this now, no one can blame Yvonne for wanting to avoid him, but no one knew what Fed did at the time. I've included an example of this below.
I wonder, because on the text, she was the one that said that the opposite.
From Fed. Goes into Yvonne's room. Yo, let's think of a prank/content ideas since Lily and Albie are out. Immediately gets into a game of League. Smiley face. Uh-oh. Pokey with the Kirby inward eye face. I leave and she says, hey, you're gonna think of something, right? Yeah. Tell her what you think. All right, I'll do that. Wow, I was surprised. I asked her when her game was done. Oh, I asked her when her game was done if she could come upstairs and brainstorm Offline TV stuff. She gave me this face, frown. I want to keep playing. I gave her a long stare and then just walked out. I don't know.
Okay.
Another message. Oh, from the same year. I'm out here whiteboarding shit. Frowny face. I'll join you when I get kicked. You should tell her it's kind of part of her job, though. You know I hate confrontation. It's fine, though. When you think about it, I don't realistically think she can contribute much, but it's nice to have a human around.
He's still been nice to her. Although, he's like, she could have done a better job. He is still nice to her. Why she's like, you should tell her it's kind of part of her job, though. Like, go, tell her. Confront her. That doesn't look good to you, Poggy.
Well, these texts back in May kind of make it sound like Fed wanted Yvonne kicked out.
No.
Uh-oh.
No, really. I don't get the vibe over there.
These texts were from May 25th, 2019, whereas Fed had shared screenshots of things I parroted about Yvonne months later on October 5th, 2019. I was not the only person that Fed would vent to about Yvonne, although I repeatedly heard the same thing from him throughout these months. He would also go to the other House members to complain multiple times over, which ultimately led to the point of Offline TV having a meeting to discuss everything. The below texts were after the meeting and showcase that this topic stemmed from Fed bringing up issues about Yvonne. More texts. LOL, I talked to Toast before the meeting, and we agreed that we should only bring up Yvonne's thing if we really considered a new third roommate, but I'm kind of glad. Oh, I didn't know. Plus, it kind of came up in an okay way, I think. You guys segmented into that. Maybe. Yeah, No, I'm actually glad. I was like, why isn't Fed bringing it up, LOL? Haha, yeah, it was probably better this way. To be honest, if it came from me, she would feel, I don't know, different because of our relationship, but all good. Cat's out of the bag. Makes sense. It did come up pretty organically. I was surprised Skara had so much to say. I think I talked about it with Skara the most out of everyone. Whoa, I had no clue. So now this makes it sound like...
I don't know.
This kind of makes it sound like Fed was the one running around telling people that Yvonne maybe didn't have a place in offline TV.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I will agree on that one. Going around saying that, she wasn't really doing much. I think talk about it with Skara.
As you can see, there were also other members of Offline TV. So this is kind of shitty because the text that Fed had shown before basically made it seem exclusively like he was protecting Yvonne and Pokey was like shitting on her relentlessly. Whereas now it kind of seems like...
It was a mutual.
Now it kind of seems like maybe Fed was doing this for months. And maybe we needed... maybe a little bit more context around the earlier conversations. Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's go through it. I will agree with him anyways. Although I don't want to give her the pass, I will agree with him. Yeah, looks very bad for Fed now.
All right. As you can see, there were also other members of Offline TV that were speaking up on behalf of Fed, as it was genuinely because we were under the impression from Fed that there was a problem that needed fixing. At this point in time, no one else in the Offline TV house had the context that Fed had touched her inappropriately. There was also a different set of texts which show my concern for the lack of work being put into Offline TV during the beginning of quarantine. At this time, everyone in the house, including Fed, content lead, and Yvonne, house manager, was very focused on streaming, and I was worried Offline TV was being left in the back burner. To contextualize my concerns, Offline TV has a history of hiring core employees that later become content creators. Fed, Chris, Pekka, Edison, etc. Albert did too, I think. I'm pretty sure there have been others as well. I can't remember them off the top of my head. And I'm genuinely happy for the people who are inspired to create content and are successful. For the overall sake of the Offline TV company, there are very important roles that need dedication in order for the overall group to function and to be consistent. This is why I was worried the issue would repeat itself to the point Yvonne would no longer work with Offline TV. This sounds like a super bitchy thing to say.
But very...
Oh, Marks and then Zell Josh.
Very honest.
But, so... the problem that they're having here, and Zell and Josh is a good example. There are others too. I can't remember the time. There are tons of people. When you bring on people that need to work when you bring on people and they need to work in a specific role, it's kind of frustrating if all those people just go on and become streamers, because it's like, okay, fuck, like every single time we hire a new person to fill this role, everybody just ends up becoming a streamer.
Yeah,
and that's not what we're looking for right now. So.
I would react in the same way that she did, like 100%. I will be mad, like mad, 100%.
So Yvonne wasn't doing... Hold on, I was reading chat. So Yvonne wasn't doing her job, and he talked to the other members about it, and... Well, whether or not Yvonne was doing her job isn't really what we're discussing here. That's not really... Because those claims go further on down the road that I... Honest to God, I just don't even care to get into, because it's not really relevant here. The claim that we're looking at right now is originally Fed had posited the only reason Yvonne was trying to be kicked out was because Pokey was power tripping behind the scenes trying to get her kicked out. But it seems...
So what is the reasoning behind, basically? Who is the responsible person behind Yvonne getting kicked out of the house? Is it Pokemon or Fed? On Fed's texting, we saw Pokemon being pushy, saying she was lazy, and now we are seeing the opposite. Let's go.
That that's not the case. Fed was also complaining, or Fed was actually the instigator in complaining about her to a lot of other people in the house. That's the Destiny. So Pokey and Fed are both pointing fingers and can't acknowledge they both wanted Yvonne gone. And why does it matter now? I can't tell if you're asking this sincerely or if you're not understanding the words that can come out of my mouth. So I'm pretty sure that Fed has a more managerial, like behind the scenes role than Pokey. I don't know what Iman's responsibilities are in terms of like management of offline TV, but I imagine that Fed is going to be in a role much closer to Yvonne. I mean, as you can see from the earlier text, in terms of like brainstorming and doing stuff with her. So Fed is probably going to be the ultimate authority on how well Yvonne is doing her job. I imagine he's going to know more than anything. The problem isn't whether or not Yvonne is doing her job, or even if she's slacking or whatever. We don't know or care about that. The issue is that originally Fed had pointed to a tweet, or I'm sorry, Fed had tried to make the claim earlier that Pokey was trying to kick Yvonne out over and over and over again. But
basically all we're trying to find out is who actually is the responsible behind Yvonne's firing from the house. Like, this is one allegation that's what Pokemon did. Now is the opposite. So what the hell is going on? There's not a point to cross. It's just what the hell is going on? Like, who do we blame for this? Hey Garek, hi, sorry for leaving the other stream. It was rude. I had some important stuff to do, but now I'm here. Hey, good to see you, buddy. Don't worry about it. Like, if you have to leave, just say, hey, I gotta leave. See ya. That would be all. You do not need to apologize unless you ask me a question and then you didn't say, hey, I gotta leave. Sorry, bye. And you just left and I was talking to myself. Then that would be fucked up and don't do it. But if you put a response and said, hey, sorry, gotta go, bye, it's fine, 100%. Hey, don't mind me. You know, don't mind me. You good. You good. I don't even remember, so you good. Don't need to apologize. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Chilling with some drama for the next hour or so.
Apparently, it looks it looks to be the other way. Destiny, if you're a good employer, you should want your employees to grow and evolve. You're just wrong. You just have no idea what you're talking about. Just.
Say it again.
Destiny, if you're a good employer, you should want your employees to grow and evolve. You're just wrong. You just have no.
you just want your employees to grow and evolve. No, motherfucker. I hired you to do a job and you did the opposite. Like, what do you mean? That's not how business works. That's not how you run your business. It's not like leaving everyone to do whatever the fuck they want to do just because they are evolving. It's like butterflies. No, motherfucker. I paid you money to do this job. Do this job. If you want to do something else, I'm going to hire someone else that is going to do that job. I don't give a damn. I give you money to do a job. Do the job.
No idea what you're talking about. Just when you hire somebody, you want them to excel in a certain role. You don't always want people leaving that role to go and do something else. It's just not true. Now, again, that's not particularly talking about Yvonne and all that shit. I don't know in terms of that, but I do know, I have personal experience that it's frustrating when you hire people and then they grow in a certain way that they eventually just like fuck off from whatever they're working on, and it's like, oh, okay, well, fuck. Like, that's a very frustrating thing to deal with as a.
Cause you put so much time. Right? You sacrifice so much time into... Sacrifice is not the correct word, but I cannot think right now with the correct terminology. You invest a lot of time into that individual to grow him to something that you want him to be. You kind of like transform. Let's say I have a moderator that it was never a moderator before in any of the other channels, and now slowly is learning my way of doing, let's say, my videos or moderating my channel, and when he gets to the point that I'm like, yes, that's what I want you to be, and then he just fucks off, then that's a lot of time invested into this that got wasted. You know, it is just not a good feeling. This is just a small example. As a moderator, it could be anything. It could be like a manager or whatever. Where did the channel points go? Oh, they're gone, man. I don't have an affiliation with Twitch anymore. I'm actually multi-streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I dropped my affiliation from Facebook. Sorry, from Twitch. I am not affiliated anymore. There is no subscriptions. There is no nothing. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, but I am a partner on YouTube. That's that. No, I dropped. That's very happy. It's not very sad. That's very happy. Very happy. Feeling the freedom. First of all, you don't get ads into my stream because I'm not monetized on Twitch. So if you want to watch me free of ads without the forceful ads that they keep spamming, you are not going to see them on my channel. Thank goodness. Because they've been going aggressively and forcing a lot of ads on Twitch. Thank goodness you're not going to find them over here. And at the same time, it allows me to multi-stream, expand my brand, my name, across different platforms. You can see me on YouTube. And I can save my broadcasts over there because DMCA safety on YouTube is amazing. Yeah, ad blocker on Twitch doesn't work. Yeah. I know.
Yikes!
Yeah, it doesn't. Trust me. They figured it out. For you, does? It's no way. It's just not. No way. I'll block her. Soda popping out of fucking know. I need to see someone that is having ads at the beginning. Who is having ads at the beginning? I go yesterday, like I click on a stream yesterday and it was like ads, boom. Anyway, nonetheless, that's not the problem. Adblock or not, I don't want my viewers to watch. I don't want Twitch to make money out of me. That's pretty much it. I want to use them. This time is a reverse. I want to use Twitch because for 5 years Twitch was using me. So now I'm using them. I'm using their platform to grow my channel, while when I was affiliated, they were using me to make whatever money, revenue, run ads, and all of that. So now I have my freedom. I can do whatever I want. And streaming for me is a secondary thing. Nonetheless, I am focusing on making YouTube content. I have 3 YouTube channels. All of my effort are over there. So I don't care about Twitch. They can ban me tomorrow or today. Couldn't care less. I'm just expanding my name, you know? Creating content that I enjoy. I don't like restrictions. It's something that I hate. The fact that I wasn't able to save my 5 years of clips, VODs, and all of that, it literally triggered me. Now I have a place that I can put all of my live streams, and truly in a very high quality, which makes me very happy. I am in a place that I could never imagine to be, and I cannot be very more happy about. I'm so happy. You have no idea. Yes, now you get it. There we go. Yeah. Ta-da! Yeah. Anyways, we are reacting. We are doing stuff. Damn, we did 7 hours yesterday. Holy shit. This is the part 2 of the yesterday. Again, you can always go back, watch the live stream in a very high quality, 1080p. Very high quality. Yep. At any time.
Before
And enjoy. Yeah. Let's continue with the drama. Because this is...
I guess
I'm making a video for the reaction channel right now. So you get to see what goes through.
In a business thing. I disagree that Iman was not complicit in this particular discussion. Does Fed control hiring for offline TV? It's not whether or... Wait, hold on.
I'm confused.
I can't tell legitimately if you're fucking brain dead or not. I'm having to try to figure out both if this is a legitimate question or if you're just not understanding. Reading Twitch chat Omega lol. True. Okay. We're just going to keep reading. In Fed's document... Yeah, okay. In Fed's document, he claims he told me what happened between them, but Fed also told Yvonne, and Yvonne shared this in her statement and Dr. K talk, that he didn't remember what happened. I want to make it clear that I did not have full awareness of what Fed did to Yvonne during any of the text/incidents shown. It was briefly mentioned to me in late 2019, first by Yvonne, then by Fed, that there was an uncomfortable incident that happened between them, but no details were shared with me. I had no clue of the severity or extent of the situation till much later. I learned of the full situation when she publicly spoke to Dr. K and privately in a heartfelt talk with our girlfriends. So,
okay.
Fed originally claimed... Fed originally claimed that he had told Pokey everything in regards to the drama, or no, I shouldn't say drama, in regards to the event that had happened between him and Yvonne. But later on, Fed also said that, wait, what? Oh, sorry. Fed also said that he didn't remember any of the events that happened. So that's an inconsistency in Fed's story. And I guess Pokey is saying she didn't have the full details there. We can't really know whether or not one way or another, if she did or didn't, right? I guess Fed's story is a little inconsistent here, so it's harder to believe that his story is true, but...
We just don't know the facts behind it, whether Pokemon actually knew or not before the incident anyways. I don't think it does matter at all. I like how you keep it going and don't give up. I will have already gave up. Keep it up, bro. You are the best. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I never give up. I mean, never. Unless it's something that if it's something that I truly believe, truly like, and truly enjoy, then I would 100% continue no matter what. It's just, I do it because I like it and not because of money or whatever. So 100%. I'll continue going, man. And people like you that you say stuff like that make me wanting to continue doing, no matter what. So just a matter of time when we are 10, 20, 50, 100 people. It's just a matter of time. That's it. Just continue working hard, believing in your content, improving over time. That is the most important. Always improve. Learn. Like every stream or every video that I make, I improve and become better. If you see the last review that I made, that is way better than my previous video. And then we continue over and over again. Now I'm way more improved than I was a month ago. And so on and so on. It's improving. Always. It has been for like 5 years, and we're gonna go for another 20. Continue improving until we get into the point. Viewers and money and all of that will come alongside once I figured it out myself, my content, and what I'm good at, which in this case, I think I'm in a good place. That's what I believe. So, get into the drama.
Because I think Fed actually told Yvonne too that he didn't remember what happened, right? I feel like I remember Yvonne saying that with her Dr. K talk. Didn't she say that somebody had like
doesn't matter, Destiny?
Not molested her, but like did something inappropriate, but they said that they were too drunk and they didn't remember any of it. I think he said that, right? So it is a little interesting that Fed told Yvonne that he didn't remember what he did because he was so drunk, but apparently he remembered everything and told Pokey. I guess it's possible he lied to Yvonne, but yeah, so... In my initial stream discussing Fed, I was extremely frustrated because I had just found out what fully happened to Yvonne, and to think back at the times he complained to me about her, and I blindly believed him, made me livid. The same complaints that almost caused her to be let go from offline TV. Even more so than that, I'm frustrated with myself for not speaking to Yvonne and understanding her earlier. Given the context that I have now of what Fed had done to her, of course, I would have never said those things or wanted her fired. Anyone in her position would have reacted the same way in an attempt to avoid someone who has touched them inappropriately. One thing that would help here a lot is if offline TV wants to manage itself, you need like a person at the head calling the shots. Doing this shit democratically doesn't work. If you really think Yvonne is like not doing her job for whatever reason, it's nice to have one person to set like, hey, these are the goals, these are your expected like things that you...
But Destiny, she was supposed to be the manager. She was supposed to be the shot caller. So if your shot caller is not qualified to be the shot caller, then I think the problem starts from the foundation. They need someone that they are way older than them, that understands business in a different perspective, and with a different eye will go and hire someone that can do the managing part of the company. It is a company. We're talking about the manager. You know what I mean?
You need to do, like, delivering your job expectations to get fired. I have no idea how they would figure this out in like fucking group meetings. It seems like a nightmare. And then again, I'm not saying Yvonne was slacking off. I just don't know. I don't have the full context of that, but yeah, clearly this is going to be super difficult to negotiate democratically. Don't tell any socialists that, but. Since then, Yvonne and I have talked in private about what I've said and came to a relieving understanding that after an apology from my end. I regret the added stress that we put her through. I'm so sorry to both Yvonne and anyone who read my messages with Fed that may have questioned her work or her work ethic. I hired Yvonne to work back with me in 2018, knowing that she was smart, thoughtful, and an overall pleasure to work with. I then personally recommended her for an in-house position at Offline TV and was looking forward to working with her in person. She has grown into her role at Offline TV and as a content creator as well, and I'm really grateful for her and everything she's done for us. Destiny, doesn't it sound like Fed wanted her fired because he felt guilty and didn't want any consequences from it?
Wasn't she supposed to be like fire her? She does he actually address her messages that she sent to Fed about her being lazy? I don't know. She kind of like brushed it off anyways.
That may have questioned her work or her work. I then personally recommended her for an in-house position at Offline TV and was looking forward for her and everything she's done for us. Destiny, doesn't it sound like Fed wanted her fired because he felt guilty and didn't want any consequences from it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say. That is definitely one way you could read into things, though. But yeah.
Let's keep going.
One way a lot of people might. But okay, page 5. Fed was my closest friend for a long time. During the Offline TV Taiwan trip in February of 2018, we became closer and considered pursuing a relationship. This is where a lot of the flirty texts shown in Fed's document come from. A couple months later, after he visited me in Canada and when we traveled back home together, I told him I didn't want to be more than friends, around May of 2018. Weeks later, Offline TV held a party where I expressed interest in meeting a specific person, later referred to as Steve. I don't remember, apparently everybody knows who this is, but I don't know the names of any of these fucking people. After the party, Steve confided in me that Fed told him that Fed and I currently had a thing and asked Steve not to tell anyone. This really upset me.
So the whole situation, she said that she confronted him, letting him know that there is nothing between the two of them. Although on Fed's side, it was a confusion, misunderstanding of not being very clear about the whole situation and kind of like leaving Fed hanging over there.
It felt like a massive breach of trust, especially since it happened after I told Fed that I only wanted to be friends. I confronted Fed about this immediately, and he apologized. Also, prior to my stream where I spoke about Yvonne and Lily's situation
We need text.
with Fed, I messaged him to give him a heads up, and he specifically asked me not to bring it up to the public. He also admitted to this mistake when speaking to my best friend Janet after the intervention. Oh, I think we've seen these before, haven't we? Or maybe she read these before. Thanks, I really appreciate that. Is there anything that you would really want me to leave out? I don't know if I can accommodate, but I also don't want to make things terribly difficult for you. I won't mention the blank blank or super personal details, mainly some lies and instances where people felt manipulated. You can find it in you to leave out telling whatever that you and we were a thing. It's something I would just not like mention, but I understand if not. Otherwise, I trust you, and I think doing what's best for Lily and Yvonne's comfort is the right play. I'm sorry I can't leave that out because it's the best, easiest example I can give of lying, blah, blah, blah. And then this is to Janet. Hi, Fed. Yeah, a little bit. I think this is between Janet and Iman, I think. Hi, Fed. Yeah, a little bit. Don't know the details, just that there was an intervention. How are you doing? And he said, well, pretty bad. Got a minute to talk. I can give you all the details. So then we called, and he told me about what, and he told me about what I thought was everything. I can't read normal people fucking texting. This shit would drive me fucking
What are we?
And he told me about what I thought was everything. He told me about him and the Steve situation with you. He said he lied a lot. He admitted to Janet that he lied to Steve. Oh, and then this was in June of the.
He admitted to Janet that he lied to Steve. Did he admit that he lied to Steve? We're pretty. Yeah, there's no actual confession about. Nah. It's a little weird. I can't imagine being Fed reading this. I want like a final statement of Fed being like, okay, yeah, what she said is true. Because I feel like.
Sorry.
He doesn't want to confront the whole thing again.
This is why it's so difficult for me to believe him when he just now, years after the incident and months after it became public, attempts to deny it. Fed has been known to be a serial flirt. This was brought up several times in an intervention we held for Fed, where several girls in our close friend circle spoke on situations where he'd crossed boundaries or made them uncomfortable. The girls at the intervention were all okay with this info being shared. For a long time, we all thought his flirtatious tendencies were just an innocent and natural part of who he was. I admit and take responsibility for the times that I later reciprocated and the ways in which this could have complicated our friendship. I would also constantly hear of the ways in which he flirted with other girls and his ships, and often saw it on his stream as well, which made any reciprocations feel casual and insignificant. It may have been naive, but it was far from how he's attempting to portray me. So I think here the case that Iman tries to lay out is that basically, yeah, she was probably too flirty with him, and yeah, she probably should have curbed it. However, it's not like he was like hopelessly pining outside her door, you know, day in and day out, all alone. During this whole time, like, Fed has been streaming with a lot of girls. He's known as being flirty with a lot of girls. He's like going out on dates with girls and seeing girls and shit. So it doesn't seem like he's just like hopelessly waiting for, I guess, Pokey to wake up.
I think the whole incident with Fed was the Fed flirting with other girls was due to getting dropped by Pokemon. I think that happened after, but I don't know.
I tried to be transparent about who I was seeing in a conscious effort to be open and not to lead him on, which I now realize struck Fed as hurtful. I understand it must be tough to move on from someone you live with, but I figured it was better that I was upfront and to hear it directly from me instead of hiding it, especially since I would frequently hear of and witness him flirting with and pursuing other girls, even my close friends. Okay, sorry, I was looking. There's another story here, but I don't think she shared it. Okay. Fed also had a habit of sleeping in the girls' beds, Lily's, Yvonne's, and mine. Offline TV viewers might remember this because it was something we all spoke of as an odd habit, and we thought the sleepovers were strange.
Did this happen after or before the two of them? That's what I want to know. That matters. That matters a lot. That puts a lot of context.
But harmless and just for fun. We thought the sleepovers were strange, but harmless and just for fun. Fed clearly enjoyed the comfort and intimacy he could find in his friendships with many girls, and I was no exception. Unfortunately, he also had a habit of pushing that boundary, not only with me, but with the other girls as well, which was difficult for us to properly manage while considering the larger friendship circle and dynamic. Our friendship was complicated and confusing, and there were times we unintentionally hurt each other. Would it have been possible to cut things off completely? Fed was my closest friend at the time, my roommate, and my coworker/talent at Offline TV. Anytime I tried to reinforce that I just wanted to be friends, we were always in the same vicinity, and he would attempt to flirt and push that boundary again. There was massive pressure and encouragement for us to interact with each other on camera, streams, and vlogs. We'd also had several convos, both in real life and over text, pertaining to the complications of our friendship, as it wasn't a one-sided issue. Over time, I learned how to properly draw that boundary, and these issues slowly became less frequent. Fed included messages of hotel room discussions. Didn't Pokey invite him over for those weird sleepovers? Kind of. We're getting
oh
to
my
that
goodness.
next.
I will hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, I will be in this chat, but not very active, but I'm still watching. The Atomic Pulse. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Sounds good. I hope you like the show.
Chill. Hey.
That is from YouTube, by the way. I highly recommend everyone to be on YouTube chat for everyone to share the same chat. If you prefer to stay on Twitch, do so. But have that in mind that I recommend people to go to YouTube as the main streaming platform because Twitch is so problematic. Sounds good. All right, let's continue.
Go to sleep, old man. Isn't your back hurting still? Okay. Our friendship was complicated and confusing, and there were times we unintentionally hurt each other. Would it have been possible to cut things out? We read this one. I learned how to draw the boundary. These issues slowly became less of a time. Okay. Fed included messages of hotel room discussions that were misleading and taken out of context. To clarify, a few of us wound up in Vegas at the same time around December 6th, 2018. I was there for a sponsored event with Lily, while Fed and some other friends were there separately for fun. I messaged him and told him that we, plural as in myself and the girls, had a hotel room. I wanted for us to all stay together in his much larger room for fun, unless he wanted to stay alone so he could be at liberty to bring any girl home with him. So all four of us, me, Lily, Fed, and Yvonne, stayed together in Fed's room for the entirety of the Vegas trip. So this part reads a lot differently to me. I don't know if anybody has a link to the original doc, but when Fed talked about that hotel room thing, I assumed that Pokey and him had stayed alone in that room. I thought that she'd invited herself over to his room and that they'd stayed alone together.
Yeah.
That's what that was my understanding of that. I didn't know that all four of them all stayed in the same room.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So that shades that a whole lot differently now. That makes that whole interaction look.
Because the whole conversation over there was, hey, you want to come over here and sleep over and blah, blah, blah. But he didn't mention the rest of the girls being over there as well. He is right on this one.
A lot differently now. But to reiterate, Fed and I never stayed alone. There's photo plus video proof of this, and this interaction was not intended to be romantic or suggestive, nor did anything happen between us. If anything, I feel it shows that I was encouraging him to see other people and wanted to make sure I gave him enough space to comfortably do so, referencing the text where I say, but also I can stay in mine because, you know. Okay, so...
Me and Lily.
We've gotten the Fed reading of things. Now we can see on the other side, I guess, the Pokey reading of things.
Sure.
Okay, so we got a hotel, but I can still stay in yours, but also I can stay in mine because, you know... If you don't respond, then I'm going to go to mine. Are you sure? I really want to... mine. Are you sure?
So this is Pokimane and Lily conversation. Although previously it was persuaded by Fed that it was Pokimane and Fed's conversation. Referring that I am good to stay with other room. Okay.
I really want to give you the freedom to do what you want. Smiley faces. It's no worries. We have 2 beds in the other room. Yes. Beg for me to stay with you. This is a joke. I joke. Okay, I'll come if you're sure. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, say it again. Yes, please stay with me. So when I read this initially, it looks like Pokey's like fucking with him. like fucking with his head. Like, do you want me to come stay with you? Like, do you want to? Come on. That's what it looks like. She's fucking with him. But now I guess like with all the greater context, reading it from Pokey's point of view, it kind of looks like she's saying like, hey, well, listen, if you want to fuck any girls, like, don't let me get in the way or whatever. Because they have a history going back and forth now of like, or at least she's encouraging him to see like other girls and stuff.
I don't know why he says me and Lily. I'm not sure, but again, the assumption over here is from Pokemon's perspective that she was hinting to him that, hey, I can step away if you are going to do something with another girl. From his perspective was Pokemon playing with him, playing the, oh no, I don't want to come, I don't want to come, and literally playing with him, which this way is completely twisted. It's her stepping away. That's the other side, which, again, interesting. But it wasn't in the group shot, but Yvonne, Lily can also confirm that, okay.
And then when she's coming over to hang out with him, it's all of them going. It's all the girls going. This isn't just Pokey going to sleep with him alone, which is, did he for real edit texts in his document? No, he didn't edit any of the texts, but we're only getting like the tail end of some of these conversations. So we're not seeing like the greater context around it.
The extra text around.
That first line says, I can still stay with you, not we. It does, but it's all four of them are going. That's what this conversation is about. And then this is the video, or I don't know how many stories, whatever they posted around this time. But in drama cases like these, do you think it should be all logs or nothing? Yeah, I think you should just be posting logs. That's what I would do. But obviously she's different than me, and I understand she doesn't like her personal life, like talked about a ton. My policy is that if you try to fuck with me, I will fucking leak everything because I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
All right? Because I don't think I generally, not in the past.
If you are genuinely believe that you are on the right and you are trying to justify yourself by showing messages, I will 100% leak all of it. Start to finish. Go through all of it. Right? And let someone else like Destiny to filter it out and then go on the lives. Like allow him the control. Tell him, hey, this is all of the messages that clearly says that I am on the right, but please understand that there is inappropriate messages that I would love you to censor so you don't embarrass me to the public, but I give you the freedom to do whatever you want, right? I give you the freedom to leak anything you want that you think, personally you think, will clear my name. Because when you're trying to clear your name, you're really trying to clear your name. But again, different perspective. There's a lot of people that they're very controlling, Yeah, this is the text. Small notes there and there, but that's all you get,
It's like 5 years. I don't think I do very much like super.
I will leak it, all of it, To a specific person that is going to cover it and then tell him, censor it for me. I'm not going to censor it. You censor it. Take the full logs.
Wrong or fucked up shit. So if you're gonna start like leaking shit at me to make something look wrong, I'll just leak everything. I don't give a fuck at that point. Like fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me and Destiny, we're on the same page.
Fed wasn't in the group
on
shot,
everything.
But Yvonne and Lily can also confirm that we all collectively stayed together in his hotel room for this trip. Do you think that Fed believed his interpretation of these messages, or was he just trying to paint Pokey in a certain way? Well, up to this point, I think some of the reframing has been really bad from Fed's part, especially the stuff about Yvonne. I don't think the stuff about Yvonne can be read a second way. Also, I feel more and more knowing more backstory to this that I've gotten from people other than Pokey. I'm pretty sure this document was leaked intentionally. That's my feeling about it. And I feel very strongly about that. Which makes all of this look a lot different too.
Trying to accomplish what if he was leaked intentionally? Cancellation of Pokemon?
But we're not done yet. Okay, we're not done yet.
Keep going.
Fed wasn't in the group shot, but Giovanni and Lily can also confirm we collectively stayed. Okay. It's extremely frustrating to see so many private and old incidents misrepresented intentionally favor him. It's also difficult to properly show my perspective without further invading Fed's privacy or other girls' privacy. I hope that anyone reading this can try to be understanding of that. she's stupid. She should just be leaking everything, in my opinion. But
agree.
Different people, different strokes for different folks. Okay.
Agree.
In summary, I hear a lot of hurt feelings in Fed's statement when it comes to our friendship. I cared about Fed a lot and wouldn't have wanted to hurt him. His feelings are valid and a good reminder of, to me that what one person thinks may be going on in a friendship doesn't always match up with the other person's expectations. Looking back, I would have done a lot of things differently and know for a fact that neither of us handled the situation perfectly. However, our private convos heavily lack context, and I'm not okay with how they're being misrepresented.
Okay, then justify it.
The Jody texts. So the Jody texts are really bad because in these texts, basically, Fed is like trying to talk to another girl, and Pokey is like isolating him from the other girl. Pokey is literally saying like, oh my God, like I turn on her stream, she's talking about you. That's so fucking cringe, right? This text looks really bad on Iman's part, in my opinion, from the first reading of it. It makes it look like she's like literally like being possessive of him after telling him that like, oh, like we're just friends or whatever, which is obviously like really fucked up. But let's see if we can get greater context surrounding
I don't
this.
have much of understanding of this situation. It's kind of like him trying to flirt with Jody. Jody to the live stream talking about Fed, and Pokemon went to Fed and was like, haha, so cringe, he's talking about you, like cock blocking the whole situation. I think that's what it was initially.
Spoiler alert, we will. The way Fed framed my conversation with him regarding Jody is extremely one-sided. This is something that Jody and I have talked about privately weeks ago, where I've owned up to it and apologized for the messages. Looking back at these texts, I'm ashamed that I wrote them, and I feel terrible about the things I've said. The two pieces of context I'd like to provide are that, one, earlier that day, I was under the impression that that they were going on a date and was being supportive, and two, the things I said about Jody are essentially me parroting Fed's opinion of her, which he also shared with me earlier that day. They were also a result of my perception of her being skewed and negative because of the info he gave me about how he felt exploited by her and my poor choice to believe a rumor. Below, I've included the conversation I had with Fed prior to what I said about Jody for more context. Please note some of the text and names have been removed because I'm boring and I don't want to leak. Okay, all right. Here we go. Also, let me know how your date with Jody goes. Triple winky face. Geez, this year's been unreal for you. Haha, not going on any date with her, lol. Oh, stop. You'd be down if she was in town. Just let me know how it goes. I like the stories. Okay, sure. We'll let you know.
Okay.
I like the honesty. No, but for real, I'm not remotely interested in her. In all honesty, me, Leslie, and Yvonne talked about this. I feel hella exploited. And when we all hang out in, like, let's say Minecraft, she ignores Leslie and all the girls. Big yikes. Question mark, question mark, question mark. That doesn't sound normal. Isn't she really close with Leslie? You can really tell she's trying to push the Fody thing. And according to Leslie, not no more, lots of bad drama. What? So, like, what kind of drama? And then dramatic story that she excluded. Aw, maybe she's just not the most considerate person. But also, you saying shit like, let's talk about going on a date if that's not really how you feel is a little bit hypocritical because, of course, that pushes the Fody thing. Then with the Minecraft stuff, Leslie refuses to play with her now. We all think trying to push the Fody thing is for views. And it's so obvious when we're all hanging out and she's memeing funny face, and everyone else feels hella left out. But if you don't mind, then yeah. Okay. But I guess long term it'll show that they aren't friends anymore. Wow, my brain, boom. It's pretty bad. Had a group call with blah, blah, blah about it all. Must protect my friend's feelings. I think I'm forgetting other stuff she did too. What time is your thing today, by the way? Ugh. He told me much more, but I feel there's no use sharing more text past drama, and I want to avoid doing so out of privacy and restrict my friends. The conversation ended with me being very surprised, last text shown, and my perspective of Jody being very skewed and negative out of concern for Fed, saying he felt exploited. Furthermore, as the morning text show, I was trying to be supportive and foster a friendship where we could be more open with each other and able to talk about the people we're seeing. Later that same day, I heard Jody speaking about Fed on her stream, and having heard all these negative things about her from him, I had a very skewed perception of everything she had said. Here is his reply that he intentionally left out from the screenshot, showcasing this was not a one-sided exchange and he was encouraging it.
You gotta go. See you later. Appreciate you stopping by.
I don't know. I can't stand people obviously acting more drunk than they are, saying fake pity shit to chat. Makes me gag. Anyways, that's my event of the day. Love you. Have a good stream. Sorry for spam while you're streaming lols. I legit tuned in for not even 3 minutes and she spoke about you twice. I was like, gotta go by. Haha, please continue. I love it.
Please continue. I love it. Haha.
That's gonna be a level 12 yikes from me, fam.
It's like
the last message.
Basically editing a fucking screenshot, leaving that shit out. Why would you do that?
I wonder
at the end, haha, please continue. I love it, ha ha ha. That was the message excluded into the whole conversation. Makes him look yikes.
he thought because she's so private. I wonder if he thought she would never
That she would have never leak this. Yeah, that's
maybe?
what I'm thinking.
Because
Or
like
that he has nothing to lose.
stuff like this is this is really dumb.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like
You
the
shouldn't do
people that
that.
I debate on YouTube that will just say things that are just blatantly wrong, and I'm like, dude, are you not worried at all about just being wrong? Like,
Well, he might not care. He might just know that she hates this kind of stuff and that it hurts her and that it puts her through a lot of stress. So he's just doing it to be vindictive.
I never make those jumps in terms of assuming like somebody. I think that most people function like selfishly. I don't think it's like a super crazy, but man, I don't know. Okay, hold on.
I was not expecting him to manipulate the texts and the perception that we had as viewers to the whole, as a third person into the whole incident, into the whole drama.
I would say that Fed probably had the assumption, like Steve did, that she was going to respond to all this, like, listen, I'm not getting into this, let's moving on, and probably got very upset that wasn't the case.
Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Proof these messages happened on the same day. Oh, this is just proof that the, okay. This is a very familiar pattern for Fed that I and many other friends spoke about. It's something I specifically called him out for in my first stream and directly to him at the intervention. He would spread down in rumors, egging people on to think negatively of each other and dividing people up. I don't know if this was intentional, but it kept others apart and Fed as their main confidant.
Come to our house.
Oh, this is, I don't know if I care about this. I probably believe this. I hope the screenshots and added context shows how disingenuous it was of Fed to attempt to frame this conversation as me being possessive of him. Regardless, I really regret having spoken of Jody in this way, and I'm so happy that we were able to work through it. It also taught me a valuable lesson in not only who to trust, but in taking opinions with a grain of salt. Get some backstory. There's a bit of drama during the first initial Minecraft server that I'm now learning the entirety of because of the doc leak, which actually cleared some things up for me as well. Do we want to do this? Oh, fuck it. Okay. So this was Jody.
I will do.
The J in question.
Alright, Jody.
The J girl. Okay, good luck.
Sure.
Which actually clears some things up for me as well. The drama stemmed from a ship being formed between me and Fed, Fody, and how shipping inevitably excludes people. I just want to go on the record, okay? And fuck all of offline TV because you all play into this hardcore TV. The shipping shit is fucking cringe, okay? All of you. Lily, that includes you too. Every single one of you guys and every fucking person. And all of you guys, shipping is cringe, okay? Stop doing it. All it does is it makes everybody fucking hate each other.
What is shipping?
Fuck. Okay.
I don't even know what is that.
Story aside.
True.
I wasn't aware at the time of how shipping in general had created past drama in this friend group and thought nothing of it as Fed and I began creating Fody content.
What is Fody
From
content?
a lot of the girls' point of view, I was probably being selfish, inconsiderate, and clout climbing. To give my perspective, I was a newer streamer who had just started gaining traction and didn't really understand streamer etiquette. Nonetheless, I still fucked up. But I remember reaching out to Fed because I started to feel uneasy about Fody content. The convo went something like this. I said, "Hi, Fed. How do you feel about Fody?" Fed replied and said something along the lines of, "Oh, it's just content, whatever." We don't have a record of this conversation, but this sounds like Fed's answer to everything. I specifically remember the Jade conversation. That was so fucking painful to watch on stream. Holy shit.
I don't have context behind all of this. I'm very unaware.
This convo was so long ago that I don't remember exactly what I said, and I deleted our Twitter DMs when Ray's Twitter got hacked. I went through most of my DMs and deleted the ones with addresses, phone numbers, etc. But I 100% know we had this conversation where I wanted to make sure that he was comfortable and that everything was okay, and he never said otherwise. I remember looking to Fed during this situation because I wasn't comfortable reaching out to any of the other streamers in this circle of friends, and Fed was the one that initially reached out to me. I didn't reach out to others because I didn't want to come off as clout climbing. And so I would never message anyone and ask them to play games or how they were doing. In hindsight, I know better now and completely understand how my actions were perceived the way that they were. But it didn't help my situation when I looked to Fed for guidance and he answered so nonchalantly while knowing how Fody made others feel. So you can imagine my surprise when I see the text exchange between Iman and Fed where Fed is talking poorly about my character, saying he feels exploited for views. Fed was the one guy who would constantly reach out to me who I felt comfortable doing the same with. He would call me all the time on stream and we would play games together, and ironically, he was the one reassuring me about the Fody/Minecraft drama situation. I remember we met at Starbucks once I moved to California and I told him how much guilt I still felt and how it's hard to approach the others because I don't want them to think I'm using them. His response was, "Jody, you're not an unlikable person. Just be around more and they'll get to know you." Referring back to the screenshotted texts, Fed talks about how he tried to come up with a neutral response to me asking him on a date, a prompt made by my community for marbles. This is where he states I exploited him for views. Now, reading back on these texts, I know wholeheartedly that Fed was just lying because 1, Fed was a well-known popular streamer and I was a nobody. He could have just cut me out and no one would blink twice. And 2, it doesn't make sense for Fed to be constantly messaging me, playing games with me, or calling me on stream and inviting me to events/parties if he had felt like I was exploiting him for views. Okay, so let's talk about the texts where Iman is telling Fed about me and my behavior from one of my drinking streams. At this point, Iman has not met me yet. She only knows me from what Fed has been telling her. While reading these words really did hurt my feelings, Iman and I had resolved all issues prior to the doc leak as she approached me months ago to talk. In our conversation, Iman was very honest and apologetic. I can understand why she viewed me this way in the past given Fed's portrayal of me to her. I hadn't spoken up about the Fed situation before because I didn't think he had personally done anything to me, but I still went to the intervention to support the others. Now, I know that Fed was part of the reason why issues had taken so long to be resolved.
This added no value.
Differently to others than I intended. Thanks for coming to my Fed talk, Jody. Conclusion. Ultimately, my complicated and volatile friendship with Fed had no part in why he was kicked out of offline TV, and such private details never needed to be public. It has been extremely jarring to have my privacy violated by someone I trusted for so long. Out of respect to my friends who are mentioned in these convos, they were all shown the texts and were of course given the option to decline any convos from being included. If any parts of the convos were blocked, I have done so to maintain privacy for them and will not disclose that info. I hope this context shows my side of the story and helps put this to rest. Note, this is posted to my alt account because so much personal info has already been shared. I would like to clarify my side of the story and not bring additional attention to these past issues. I know many other people will probably cover what has happened, but I'll be doing what I can to prevent personal matters from going public again.
Then we have another 20 minutes of probably finally putting his own words into it. I don't think there's any more text after this. Oh, there is more text. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's going to be very interesting. Oh, he kind of goes through it, which is the juicy juice. Okay. Before we get into his opinion, let me just say a couple of things. It is a very confusing situation, although I truly believe Fed for everything that he said. I think over here Pokemon did actually a pretty good response. I am not sure if she clarified pretty much everything. There's still a lot of confusion between her literally at the meeting about her feelings and being very transparent with him from the very beginning. There is no real proofs from her side that she truly was like, no. But we kind of saw a couple of messages earlier where she was like, hey, I'm clearing the room for you, go for it. So I'm curious to see what Destiny has to say about the whole situation. It is a very lengthy drama, which I never expected, but let's just go with it.
I feel like it would have been way stronger for her to lead with this rather than doing her fucking response stream where she just laughed everything off and didn't show anything. So the total timeline is sometime 5 months ago. I don't remember. 4 months ago. It comes out. Fed is a bit of a creeper, is manipulating people behind the scenes. People come out. Big stink is made about him. He is expelled from the scene. And he is the classic bad guy. But then, a week ago...
Alright, so this is the one that we care. So let me just stop the recording. This is the juicy stuff. I need to put my own input into this one before this begins.
Laughed everything off and didn't show anything.
Alright. This is taking us too long. We spent 2 days... We spent 2 days literally making 2 live streams that you can find on the main channel. You can go through it. You can see the reaction through all of these from start to finish. We're talking about probably like 10 hours, 7 hours of footage and an entire reaction that of course, I'm not going to edit and upload into my channel. That goes through the entire story, start to finish. with my own inputs, my own opinions about the story, and the everything that related to this whole drama. If you don't know anything about the drama, then I think Destiny right now is gonna briefly explain what's happened. I'm gonna say it very briefly so we can done with it and we actually get into the final juicy juice that we care about. Fedmeister and Pokimane flirting together, and then Pokimane stepping back, being like, hey, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Fedmeister becoming very irresponsible, started drinking, flirting with other people, flirted with Yvonne. Yvonne came out and said, hey, Fedmeister, sexual harassment, get him kicked out. He gets kicked out. And then months later, a document was leaked about Fedmeister accusing Pokimane to be the bad person and the manipulator and the organizer behind all of these, brain behind. And then it was Pokimane's side where it was like, no, that's not what happened. This is exactly the opposite way. So it is a little bit of a confusing situation that, again, I don't want to get into it start to finish and say everything that happened during that. Just find someone that covered the drama, I guess, just so you can get some context behind it. But that's what we care now. He's gonna go through the timestamps and explain briefly Destiny, what happened, and then we're gonna go probably a raw reaction throughout the rest of the video. Finally.
So the total timeline is sometime 5 months ago, I don't remember, 4 months ago, it comes out, Fed is a bit of a creeper, is manipulating people behind the scenes. People come out, big stink is made about him. He is expelled from the scene, and he is the classic bad guy. But then, a week ago, not even actually, I guess it's like 3 days ago, there is a big leak of a Fed document. In a surprising 180, a surprising turnaround, Fed basically says, most of these things about me and Pokey have been fabricated. She's actually the master manipulative queen bitch, and I'm going to reveal it all. But now we have a counter document, and it seems like all the original claims were probably truer than we originally thought. Based on some of the creative liberties taken in screenshotting some of these text messages.
All of these texts is supposed to debunk Fedmeister's theory, which is very interesting now that he said the opposite now.
But now we have a counter document, and it seems like all the original claims were probably truer than we originally thought. Based on some of the creative liberties taken in screenshotting some of these text messages.
Okay, I just took it in the wrong way. Okay.
And what about the counter document, though?
Counter. This is the counter
document. Well, so one of the problems here is issues of credibility. I personally think that credibility is something that once lost can maybe never be gotten back. But like, if you are going to get it back, it's going to take a lot of time or really big changes. Pokey's credibility was hurt for a bit because Fed's document was released and it called into question a lot of her original claims.
I agree with that.
But
I think, in my opinion, the statement that she made, this one over here that we just literally went through, clears her. Although I was very negatively against her when I was going through the Pokimane Fedmeister document, I was 100% against her. Now that she kind of goes through it and clear her name, it left me with a lot of confusion, to be honest. A lot of confusion. I hate to admit it, but she seems like she's on the clear, which it's weird because I was so against her earlier. And now that I see the light, I see more into it, I'm like, what to believe? I'm very confused. I'm very confused. And now, that's it, basically.
Now that we've seen this, it seems like most of her original claims were pretty true. Probably the worst thing that Pokey has committed, I would say, is saying that she'd never had a romantic relationship with Fed when it looked.
That was the biggest issue. The fact that she went to the live stream the first live stream that she went, and she was like, me and him, we never had anything, yada yada, which that was just false, right? Just false.
Looked like in early March they'd at least considered it. That was probably true. But past that,
I don't
it seems
see
like
anything else.
the problem is that Fed said things that were just like blatantly not true.
Yeah. Fed is on the wrong.
I think Fed has more ammunition than what he has right here that he was holding back, like serious shit, like fucking secrets that he's been told, like, you know.
I will say very confidently,
$1,000,000%
confidently, that Pokey has way more ammunition than Fed.
100%.
Because there's a lot of stuff that maybe
Sure, but
probably
maybe
didn't make
the
it to
Fed's
this.
fucked now.
Yeah.
The Fed's fucked. Maybe he just fucking drops it, says, fuck it, we're going to war.
The problem you have to consider is that Fed worked on this document for like 2 months, right?
There is no way there is some strong ammunition that he has and he didn't put it into the initial document. I fucking doubt it. And it feels like on this one, Pokemon is the one with a lot of ammunition. That she knows way more and she's the one holding behind. So, yeah. Fedmeister, you really look like a shady person. And you are on the wrong. Although I do hate to admit that. But through the evidence and the facts, that's what we see over here. Ouch.
And if she only had 2 days.
Yeah,
to
so
do
you
this-
know that if he has 2 months to work on something, he's dropping at least some of the best shit. He's not putting weak shit in a 2-month project, right?
Well, I think he's probably trying to find a mix of like how tough he can
No,
go.
no. Come on, Dan.
Still trying to get that lukewarm.
If we were talking about giving a presentation, you might lead with your second best thing and end with your best thing, but you're not going to just like lead with a whole bunch of shit, right? There's no way that Fed has like 12 nuclear bombs that he just like is holding back on and decided not to share.
I'm not saying that it's stuff that exonerates him, okay? But I'm saying that the document that he leaked, that I think we both think that he leaked, which I called last time, by the way, that was countered enough to the point where you thought maybe Pokey would just do a wishy-washy response and not even get into it. So it was enough to kind of redeem him, but hopefully not so crazy that Pokey would actually do this type of response. You thought, by the way...
So, did he leak it? Yeah, probably he did, just so he can clear a little bit his name, and he gets the favoritism from the public, and he doesn't seem like that bad of a person. To his surprise and to our surprise, she actually went into it, like in detail, and showed the messages and truly clarifying the whole situation to our surprise. And the reason why to our surprise is because she's a very private person. She doesn't like to share her private life through the internet. So, surprisingly, she does. I mean, on the live stream, she didn't. She really brushed a lot of things. And if it was just that, then yes, we leave Fedmeister as the good guy. And, you know, not cancel him and bring him back. And I was personally very convinced that I was with him, praising him. And now when Pokemon actually went word by word because she was on the right, yeah, I don't think anyone expected that. Neither Destiny, me, or even him. So this is crazy that she actually went through it. This is crazy. We didn't expect that.
By the way, you thought this response was never going to fucking happen.
Well,
You thought
but
she
it
was gonna
had
let
to
go
because
of the
she
cover.
it had to because she made the first bad response. So now she opened the can of worms. All right, she should have
Sure,
just
but
said,
there
"I
was
don't
a
want to talk about my
chance.
personal life," and fucked off. I think. But
Yeah,
regardless,
so
but
there was a chance there.
there's no way Fed.
If I was Fed, I would go nuclear.
There's
Your
nothing
Fed's
to go.
fucked.
But there's
Fed's
nothing.
Dead.
Yeah, but there's nothing to go
He's
nuclear.
got some shit.
What? What could he possibly have?
He probably has all sorts of shenanigans, and it's time to fucking drop him now.
No, he doesn't.
What? Why not? Fucking take them all down with you. They took you down, dog.
If he had any ammunition, if he has anything against Pokemon, now is the right time to throw them, because she literally just cleared her name completely, leaving him on the negative. And if he doesn't drop it, if he doesn't fuse the drama to attempt to clear his name a little bit, then he is really fucked right now. He is cancelled. Like he is out. You know what I mean? So if he does have something against Pokemon to clear his name, he will drop it immediately. He has to. What video is this? The Poggy document? Oh, that is the... Yes, Poggy. Talking about the full conclusion right now. This is the part that's actually going to make it into the video. Sorry.
But they took him down on his lies. If he's lying about shit. If you started lying about shit, like, now any claim that he makes is going to need extraordinary evidence, 100%. Right?
I think he is. I don't think this is the last we've heard of Fed. I think he's about to fucking go nuclear.
If he has ammunition to drop, he has to drop it, and he will drop it. If he doesn't drop it, he's a goner, right? So the expectation from this point on, the following days or months, whoever knows, it is a nuclear. It is the cancellation of Pokemon, period. That is not going to leave anything behind. He will go like 360 no scope, Pokemon getting cancelled once and for all, or completely silenced because he's on the wrong. That is the whole conclusion to all of this and the assumption.
The problem is that, like, your misunderstanding of this is, like, the problem is that we're arguing about events that have already occurred. He can't make anything else happen at this point. If there was any...
He can put more conclusion into this, though. He can put more context, even more context that Pokemon put more context. Because Pokemon added more context to make herself look good, while Fedmeister kept context away to make him look good. So she's on the right, he's on the wrong. What he needs to do is release even more text, which I don't think it exists. The 40 minutes video? No. There's nothing. No, the 1 hour video. That's the one. The final conclusion. This is what I care, not the 40 minutes. That is a summary of the whole incident that I don't care. Yvonne did a response stream that is even more content. How much? How lengthy? I'm already 13 minutes into the recording. This is the juicy stuff that we care. Anyway, if there is more, we're gonna add it. We might not. We will see. But this, I need to go through it immediately.
Anything that had occurred that, like, he could use, we would have seen it in the first 2-month fucking prepared document.
I think that would have only applied to stuff that was relevant to him. Like, what could he really put in that document? He could talk about the Jody, he could talk about Yvonne, and he could talk about, like, those situations. Like, who knows what crazy shit has gone on at OTV that they've all kind of swept under the rug.
All right, because, I got an idea then. Okay, remember? On our first bet, I bet that Pokey wouldn't go into detail on anything. And she did. She shouldn't have, but she did. Now let's double or nothing on whether or not there will be a Fed response. I'll double or nothing, Dan, if you're confident.
Yeah. Okay. What odds? 1 to 1?
Double or nothing. 1 to 1. He's not responding. We're already in it now, Dan. I'm not giving you outs on this one, okay?
No. I'm down.
He's not gonna respond because he doesn't have any more ammunition. That is, like, period. He doesn't have anything. I doubt it. I really doubt it.
Yes. As a winner of the last bet, I will accept this one.
A Fed response document, not like a fucking tweet, okay?
I mean, I don't know if we're going to get a document, but there's this is not the end of Fed. Fed's not a bitch. He's not going out like a bitch. He's going out fucking swinging. He's taking them all down with him. And I guarantee
Dan, you haven't been watching the last act. He already went down swinging. He swung, and now he's down.
No, he's still alive. He's still alive.
It's over.
It's over, dude. He doesn't have anything. I fucking doubt it. There is no way he has more context for what Pokemon already more context. There's no more into it. If there is more, will be a nuclear. We said that 100%. It's gonna be 100% cancellation of Pokemon. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. Like, logically, it's not gonna happen. I doubt it. Then so I just read comments and someone said Destiny changed opinion and something about Twitch and Giant Waffle. He said already no. Destiny changing opinion? Yes. And I changed my opinion as well. Fed is on the butt. 100%. Because she did such a good explanation of the incidents. Although Fed really made us all see things in a perspective that it was untrue. Pokemon response, the written response, actually, she went through it thoroughly and clarified a lot of things, and I give it to her. She's on the clear. He's on the wrong. I think no one can have any doubt on that one. Seeing both the sides, you know.
Tyson at the fights.
It's over.
No, he got his second wind.
That was his second win.
Now.
His
He's
first win was
swinging.
leaving the scene. This was his second win. This was him coming back, and now we close the book.
I agree.
Counted to 10.
Okay, give me this.
What?
Would you concur that he definitely has a ton of damaging shit
No.
about, probably about Pokemon and about other people?
No. No.
That wasn't related to this that he hasn't dropped. Would you agree with that?
No.
Potentially,
I doubt it. It's an assumption. I doubt it.
but
Maybe.
I am very, very, very confident that Iman has stuff that Fed would never, ever, ever, ever want leaked. Ever. And I don't think that he wants to pull those
probably.
triggers. So that's where...
Yeah, but who's going to have the last... The question is, who has the spicier shit? You know, you don't know.
It's not a matter of who has the spicier shit. It's a matter of, like, why would... Keep in mind, too, that these people are also real, living, emotional beings. So every time they engage in stuff like this, it's like when Kenshin uses that fucking attack that, like, takes some of his fucking life or whatever. Like, he couldn't use it again after season 2 because it took so much of his fucking life to do it, right? These people hurt when they do shit like this. They can't just infinitely be involved in this drama over and over and over again, all right? It's painful, all right?
Yeah.
Can we ask a few?
Since the two of them talked, Fed and Pokemon, the possibilities of him doing a response back, flaming more Pokemon, it is 0. Because they cleared things. They put a stop into it. It will not, logically using brain, will not be a response. This is the end of the conversation.
Analytical questions about the actual
Logically.
document we've seen so far, not speculation.
Sure. What?
I might have missed it already. Did she provide proof of her context of the hotel conversation?
Yeah.
Or are we just going off her word in the document?
Yeah.
I mean, she literally shows, like,
Yeah.
pictures and says that the other two, unless you think she has all these... So, okay, so let's think
Of
of the
them hanging
possible-
out in the room together?
Yeah,
That
this
happens
is the
all
room.
time.
So
Yeah, people. Yeah, when you're on these trips, people hang out with each other all the time. Like that picture happens even if you're not sharing a room, even if you're staying in different hotels. That picture happens.
So here's what could be happening. So the story that you're giving is maybe they just took a picture of the room, but Iman and Fed actually slept together in that room alone. And she's like, and Iman is trying to mislead people, right?
Yes.
In order for that story to work, she also needs to get Yvonne and Lily to lie with her as well. Yes.
Now, have they said anything? Otherwise, she just needs to get them to not say anything.
Okay, but she literally puts in the bottom here that Yvonne and Lily also confirm that we all collectively stayed together in the hotel. And apparently, supposedly, there are videos and shit as well. I don't know because I don't follow their fucking Instagram
All
stories. It's possible that could be the case. But the problem is that up to this point, I don't think Iman has really lied about anything that I can be aware of. But like Fed has very clearly, deliberately misframed some things. So the credibility right now is like dramatically, disproportionately weighing.
You will just rely on the credibility of the person, of the individual throughout history, I guess. Throughout reading all of these texts. It's like what do you call it? Fuck, it's a story, fuck it. what matters is the credibility of the person. That's what it matters. If your credibility is ruined throughout evidence, ruined by or debunked by the other person, then your credibility just drops, and the credibility of the other person rises. So you are more likely to go with this person that has more credibility than this person because, you know, you lied and she proved it. You know, that's pretty much what it is.
In favor of Iman versus Fed. So it's possible, but it's a pretty hard sell for me to believe that she's going to try to rope two other friends into a lie like this, especially when oh no, I can't say anything, but I know this is true. I know it. It's true. Fuck. There's no way. All right. Yeah.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah. This happened. This 1,000,000% happened. I know for a fact that it did. But if they ever like want to fight over that particular thing, then I guess Fed can try to release information in the future, and then Pokey can like counter release if she wants or whatever.
But it's not gonna solve
right now,
anything.
Given the information that we have here, if Iman is lying about this, she's literally gotten two other people and anybody else that may or may not have been involved roped into this lie as well. And
what if they slept together over there? Whatever.
Lying with other people involved starts to get incredibly fucking complicated. So.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I would say the only other
I mean, it would, to be honest, it would, because they are supposed to be just friends. And that's literally countered that argument that she was very clear about her emotions with him from the get-go. So, yeah.
This situation would be that, like, Yvonne and Lily knew that things happened every now and then between Fed and Pokey. And, you know, so yeah, it's true that they've shared the room, but you know that could have still been an invitation to have them over. What about the next one? So I missed my takeaway from the next situation with the text messages about her talking shit about the other person. My takeaway from the last discussion about that was the problem is that it sounds like she's being possessive. What was the additional information on this one here that makes it sound like that wasn't?
Sure, hold on, give me 1 second. Destiny on the simp train. Hey, listen, whatever streamer you're a fucking fan of simps up to fucking offline TV and everybody else way more than I ever fucking will, kid. Okay? Whatever big streamer you follow, go and look at who they fucking beg to get into the Among Us lobbies, beg to get into whatever fucking lobbies, okay? You have no fucking idea who the fuck you're talking to if you think I will simp for anybody on this shit-ass fucking website, okay? I fought with every fucking streamer on here and I will continue to do so, all right? Go be mad. Go. If you're looking for the true simp, you have no need to look any further than the mirror that you put in front of the big streamer you watch, because I guarantee you they simp like a motherfucker for anybody with more than 1,000 concurrent viewers on this fucking site, okay? Fuck off, moron. Okay, sorry, what were we asking? Oh, the Jody thing?
What's the, because like I was here for that segment, but like nothing stood out. It still looked like she was like talking shit about the person bringing her up.
She was talking, so in Fed's original document, wait, do we have a link to the original?
We want like, all right, we need some clarifications on this one. So, the initial argument was Fed claimed that Pokemon talked shit to Yvonne, saying that she's worthless, whatever, get her out, she doesn't do anything. Then the counter, Pokemon was like, no, he did that, but she didn't really clear the specific message that Fed said about it. So I'm a little bit confused over there. You know what I mean? Does not clear that specific.
Can somebody link me in chat? I wish I had the original document, but like in the original document, it was pretty, the way that Fed had described this, it was pretty clear from the way that it looked that Iman was basically like being overprotective of Fed, trying to say like, oh, it's cringe, she's talking about you, like I don't like that, basically, is what it looked like.
Okay.
But from this added context, it basically makes it sound like Fed was telling Iman, oh my God, she's like fucking just riding me for clout. She's exploiting the fuck out of me. It's so fucking cringe. This is so shit. And then Iman watches the stream later, and Iman is like, oh my God, like I turned her stream on and in like 2 minutes, she like mentioned your name like 3 times. Holy cringe, right?
Okay, for like clout. Like,
yeah, so now, that comment looks way fucking different.
Now I
because
understand.
now it seems like she's mirroring back what he said earlier about Jody being exploitative of Fed, rather than just being randomly overpossessive about him interacting with other girls, right?
Yeah. No. So I guess if you're right about the first part with the hotel room, that does completely change it. But like,
yeah.
When,
Wait.
like,
Let me
where
see if
Dan-
I can find.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find these.
Yeah, he truly
Because when Dan's
explained
talking
it
about
better.
like him making a calculated move here, it just seems like a really. If I had fucked up and I knew people had shit on me, I would not engage. Like, why risk it?
Yeah,
I'll tell you
think
why.
so, right?
If someone fucking did this shit to me, like tried to fucking ruin my career, no, don't get me wrong, Fed fucked up. But and then you come back and you go again, we go to fucking war. I'm gonna drop everything I fucking have. I'm gonna throw in some lies that you can't actually prove that are wrong. Goddamn right I'd fucking do that. You definitely throw that. So what you do is you throw in a bunch of stuff which is 100% true that is like, you know, kind of bad nothing, and then you throw in a fucking lie. You're like, I don't have proof for this, but this fucking happened.
Dan, nobody thinks like this. Also, this is like you're getting into like levels of Machiavellian shit that I don't even do. nobody thinks like this, Dan. Literally, like I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna be able to find the original.
The problem is you have to do that before your credibility's shot.
Yeah, that too. You can't do that after.
He
has no credibility.
He has none.
Dude, like 2 or 3 of these claims are just completely fucking 180'd wrong. Like.
Excuse me, are we in the same page? He has no credibility now, right now. It is completely ruined. He is wrong. She is 100% good. You cannot just blindly throw a lie. Your credibility right now, it is down to the ground.
He's just gonna have to come out swinging extra hard.
The only way for him to do comeback is add more context into the already added context from Pokemon. Like, add more. True more. Not just lie more. Because that's going to make you even worse. Like, don't. And that's why I'm like, yeah, he's not going to make another video. That's why he's like, yeah, he's not going to make another video. Because he doesn't have more of that. Although she looks like she has more.
Final stand. Isn't there an anime or something like that? Like,
Dan, this was the final stand.
He's gonna go
Dan.
Super Saiyan.
They don't get it. It's
Saiyan,
fine.
whatever. It's Saiyan. Yeah, it's the time. Is that what the kids call it?
No, Fed is now Yamcha. He's just like a token at the point.
True.
Like,
this is the tweet that Fed shows. So all Fed shows is Iman messaging Fed saying, Fed, Jody's on stream talking right now about you. Makes me want to... She's drunk, but acting way drunker than she actually is and saying shit like, oh my God, you guys. And notice how he cuts out his response to this. So this makes it look like Iman is just shit-talking Jody, like being an overpossessive bitch. That's all she looks like in this. But in the overall text, Fed has already been shit-talking Jody. And he even responds in the affirmative to Iman's, like, being mean here, where he's like, ah ha ha, please continue, I love it. Like...
Yep.
This is like way different now, right? The context around this completely changes these messages.
100%.
Okay, all I'm saying. So Fed's fucked, is what you're saying.
Hold on.
He's
Does
done.
the fact that Fed
100%.
never wanted it public have any sort of weight to it? So I'm going to speak a little bit on this, but that's just because I've found out through other people, okay, and not from anybody in offline TV. So if they think I'm leaking anything, I'm sorry, I'm not. But what I found out through other people was that Fed has been sharing this document with some of his fucking fans who have been emailing this around to people. So somebody else in esports in the industry, like, contacted me and they were like, yo, dude, do you know who the fuck this guy is? And I've seen emails and messages from like a crazy fucking Fed fan.
He was leaking it. He was leaking
who
it.
is like
He was leaking it.
So if Fed
Okay.
is sharing this document with that guy,
He wanted to be
it makes it
public.
like, for instance, could you imagine if I was in my Discord being like, hey guys, what do you think about this giant response I'm writing about how much I actually hate Lily Peachy? Like, of course that doc is gonna leak.
100%,
No fucking
100%.
shit. Like, I couldn't even be like, oh no, I can't believe it leaked. Oh my
You
god,
knew.
right? Like, if I even type one word in my fucking chat, that shit is being posted to LSF. Of course.
but I don't know why anyone would think it wasn't leaked because I guess
No. It's not about whether it was leaked or not. It's about
It was whether he wanted it to be leaked.
whether it was leaked intentionally. Fed
No,
is
no,
leaking
no,
this
I think it
intentionally.
was.
Oh, well,
No, absolutely,
But Fed claims
yeah.
that he never wanted it out.
Yeah.
Of course, and you're going to do that. But everyone who has a leak that is intentional for media PR purposes says
Well,
that, right?
no, but Fed's original
It's
claim
not even a PR.
was that like he worked on this with a friend, but then he talked to him on it and they put it all aside. and now they were good, but now he doesn't know how it leaked. But it seems like that wasn't the case.
Well, right, because he had that conversation with her where they said they wouldn't, right? So he can't say, "Oh, whoops."
I don't know how is that relevant to anything I'm saying.
Well, because you said he worked on it with Pokey and all that, and he's saying he didn't leak it. I'm saying, of course, he's going to say that because he worked with Pokey, because they had the conversation.
Okay, so I'm
it.
saying he lied about something. You're saying, of course, he lied. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm saying, of course, he lied. Yeah, but I am also saying, of course, he leaked it. Like, and this is where I'm like, did he really think he was manipulating this and going to get away with it? Because
well, that was his original claim, right?
Yeah.
So
these Fed Fan Girl released also a document, 2 pages, explaining things that is more context. Keep adding into the story.
To get back to my point, Fed's fucked, right?
Stop, Dan.
Or no, I'm asking. Do you think he still has like a career? Is he going to be fine, etc.? That, or is he just?
No, he's done.
Here's the secret to all of you blossoming people out there. Take it from somebody in the industry that's been up and down through more drama than probably any other streamer in existence right now, because I've been streaming for 11
I
years.
was gonna say you will never die unless you want. You just stop creating content. As long as you continue creating content, you will always have people watching you, no matter what the drama is behind. Whatever is the story behind, there's always people that are gonna continue watching you, no matter what. Go.
Through a lot of shit.
Go.
You can always make it, Dan. All you got to do is turn that stream on. All you got to do is open OBS and click that start streaming button. People only remember your last 3 streams. All right?
There we go.
That's the key.
Yeah.
The only way that you lose is...
Invest in some sunglasses and just click start
streaming. Yeah, fucking just stream it, dude. People will forget that shit in a week. People will meme about it. They'll meme on you for a little bit, and then that's it. Like, just fucking click it and move on. Like, yeah.
All right, so last thing, just to clarify our bet here.
That's
what are you
true.
saying?
That's what I said.
Because I want to be on the same
I don't
page,
think
'cause
there
you
will
really
be...
tried to weasel out last time, just to be clear.
I don't think...
Realistic, is he done? No, because there's always someone's gonna watch him. Is he done from the whole picture with Pokemon and all of that? Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's not gonna be on that picture, so...
There's gonna be like a massive...
Define massive.
Like a 2-page or more document. Like the waffle guy. I don't want to mention the waffle guy because I don't know if I'll get banned, because that guy seems like a golden Twitch child. I don't want to. I'm not.
Waffle? I like Waffle. No, he's very transparent with all of his arguments, I think. I don't know if he intentionally avoids drama or not, but I know him very well. I watch his Minecraft modded. Recently, he was playing simulations. Yeah, I like him. Many years now.
That's actually something I'm scared to call out, so I'm not going to say anything about.
He is like the golden guy. He's like friends with Dan's Gaming. But, yeah.
I don't know anything that happened with that dude. People talk about that guy. I don't know what happened with that guy.
Me neither.
He's still streaming, but I don't know anything about anything else, yeah. Alinity, no way.
So what's the story behind Waffle and the situation?
I've had more drama. Alinity, I love you. You seem like an awesome person, but your drama is nothing compared to what I've been through. I know that it seems traumatic, and I'm not trying to gatekeep you, okay? But stop. I'm just saying that if you ever get involved in drama, all you got to do is keep on streaming, and people will forget. All right.
Agree.
Also, he has a $200 an hour consultation rate for help writing documents for your personal dramas as well.
Oh, sure. If you guys need help.
All right, listen. Just to be clear, I'm saying that we haven't seen the last of Fed. He's coming out swinging. He's not done for the count. Down for the count.
No, he's done.
I don't know if there's going to be a 2-page document.
It's gonna be empty shells.
He's out for blood.
No.
He's not done.
He's done.
So
okay.
I don't know how we legislate that though.
He's done.
We'll see.
Prove me
So
wrong.
how do you feel? Do you feel
he's alleged to have sexual assaulted someone's wife at AGDQ a few years ago after getting her to drink alcohol for the first time? The victim released. I doubt it, man. I fucking doubt it. A statement, then 2 other people confirmed they knew about it, one of which was one of Waffle's main mods. The mod said that the night after the event, that Waffle revealed to them in private DMs that he did something he regrets. Did he? He assaulted someone's wife at the AGDQ? I was not expecting that. I don't understand why people cannot control themselves, honestly. Every day, every other day, we hear about someone sexually assaulting someone else. It blows my mind that you cannot control yourself. It blows my mind that you don't understand the difference between assaulting someone and not assaulting them. This is actually blowing my mind. I never in my fucking life assaulted anyone because I don't have to. I don't need you. I don't need to. I don't want to. Hey girl, wanna go out with me? Yes? Good. No? Bye. Unless I'm not sure what assault even referring to. Like, what are we talking about? Raping the other person? What are we talking about? That was 5 months ago. Yeah, I'm not aware of that one, I guess. There's more to cover. There we go. Let's go.
Like, Pokey completely 180'd it?
Well, not really 180, but more what was said originally seems to have been true. Well, this is kind of boring.
It's like more like a 170.
Because originally the Fed drama...
There's that little thing that you're like, what if?
Was massively a big breaking story because it was a departure from things that we thought to be true. But now it seems like everything that we'd originally thought to be true is probably true.
Just so we are clear from what we've seen so far, I don't see any comeback. Like, I don't see it. Surprise me. The same way that Pokemon surprised me.
Seems to be the
So
case.
what happened? Did Pokey say that you could get in some like OTV shit if you did this?
Yes, I have an exciting announcement. I will be joining. No.
You wish.
I think I would have the largest detriment to people's salaries in the history of esports if I could join that team. I can't imagine how quickly their offers would dry the fuck up. Can you summarize what happened today? I'm late to the stream. Well, Fed leaked a document. A lot of mean things about Pokey. Pokey returned fire and sunk the Battle Fed ship.
No, not sunk yet. See, you're saying that Fed's a bitch. I'm saying he's not done. He has more to offer this world.
I'm saying Fed has...
Hold on. Fed, if you're out there and you're watching this, you don't know me, but listen. Drop some bombs. Fuck it.
Fed
Go
has
for it.
a 500-pound bomb, and Pokey probably has a nuke. So, like, he can drop that bomb.
Well, what
but
does he
only
care? Then if he's dead right now, fuck it. What do you? You're already dead, Fed. Fucking go out, take him out.
Okay,
with you.
you're done.
Mutually assured
Stop.
destruction.
Stop.
Okay.
You don't have to kill yourself in the bunker. You can exile yourself and go work as a cook in the back of a kitchen.
Good one. Okay. Actually, something that I talked about completely unrelated, like I think a week or two ago to all of this. You guys, listen, if you're with somebody and they don't feel the same way about you that you feel about them, then it's probably time to not be with that person anymore, because all you're going to do is mind fuck yourself and you're going to wind up in crazy situations where hundreds of thousands of people are watching your drama on the internet. Don't do that, okay? That's my only piece of advice. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my...
Cringe. Yikes. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. This is the drama for Pokemon Exposed Freddy stuff. Again, you can watch all of this on my main channel. There's 2 live streams with the same thumbnail. Probably part 1 and part 2 named. Watch it, whatever. I don't think there is anything else to add into this. Maybe. Nonetheless, you can go and watch the... You can go and watch the live stream to see if there is more context. If there is more into this. But as far as I'm aware, this video is going to end over here. So, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. We're gonna see you again on the next drama. Boy. Drop that recording. It is a 40 minutes video. Ain't gonna edit more. Ain't gonna edit. But we're gonna go through it. What is the bonus? 80 minutes? Pokemon exposes Freddy. Pokemon exposes Freddy. 8 minutes ago. Yeah, we've seen that one. What is the new? What is the new? Yikes! Who made the Cavos? Leave me alone. It was a girl that she put her own Yvonne. Plain / talking. Did she put a statement or something or no? Not really. If not really, then fuck that. We're done with the drama. Edit it. Ship it. Send it. The fat fangirl? Sure. I don't know, more? Is there more? Oh, we'll link it, alright. If there's more, just send more. Shit is over. Shit. Did no one reacted to this? Fangirl. Document. I've read. Whoa. Proven more. Leaks. Isn't he gonna react into this or not? Oh my dear lord, I'm not that great, chat, to go through all of this. Okay, so let's see. Let's go through it and I will attempt to read it out loud to you. Sounds good? I will try my best. I'm terrible at reading. FYI, just throwing it out. Alright, let's see. Proof and more leaks. So, before anything else, let's go see these proofs and more leaks. Hey guys, it's been a while. Confusion of Poggy's stream. Overall, through it will clear me that she used her stream and Yvonne Lily's statement to cover up her own insecurities. Collecting, I'm working on myself. And 2 hours later, she posted this tweet. What is this? Replace link. Okay, I'm not sure what I need to assume since all of the names are hidden. Fed, we can agree everything I shared here is never shared anywhere unless I die or B, I give consent, right? All past, present, and future stuff. If you know, I talk with you like 2 people, but that's it. Okay, well, what's your email? You got it? She said you were close, her only friend for a lot. Yeah, we were more than close for sure. I am not at all surprised. So why you showed me of all people? I know this. You are basically the only person I talk to about this stuff. I just thought you might have wanted to take a look and see if any of it conflicts with things she has said. I'll definitely be looking through a lot of it. Not sure how much is there, but a lot. There are 44 pictures. Okay, I'm writing everything though. I have a question that is I'm not sure for. Okay, yada yada. Ship mentality once built in. Are you typing something? I keep seeing on my left something distracting me. I've decided to make but and use release. Let me see if there's anything over here that I need to I need to actually point it out instead of just reading all of this. Hey man, just letting you know, I am disconnecting from more social media. Even here, yeah. I really wanted to help be there for you. If you text but I'm trying to move forward, not think about everything right now. Okay, there's no... Whoa! Yvonne, late stream. 1 hour 49 minutes. But is most gaming. Her famous stream clips. Pokey tried helping Yvonne become a content creator. Yvonne on Pokey's character. Fed wanted to get rid of Yvonne, and Yvonne confirmed Pokey I didn't know. So that's gonna add more context into it to include it though. There's nothing over here that proves anything. It was just pretty much messages that it was conversation between the two of them. More leaks. I do my best to make this brief. I have been a fan of Feds for over 3 years, and in that time we had become friends in a private Discord DM. Fed learned he could trust me, and because of this I knew a lot more of the truth of his life outside of streaming. When Fed got cancelled, I gave him my support but also my disappointment, and he apologized for letting me down. We talked a lot about everything. A few days later, he told me he was completely disconnecting from all social media. He gave me his phone and said I could text now and then. But he was really trying to let everything go right now. I respected that and maybe texted him 2-3 times over the next few weeks, mainly just words of encouragement around staying sober because I had experience with this subject. After traveling and decompressing from the situation he was now in, he started to get caught up on everything that was said about him from his friends. He was shocked. He asked me to give him my word, and I did. And at the time, 100% meant it. He was trusting me. He started to share things with me. Most of the texts from him and Pokey did not surprise me. But when he started to show me more, just like Destiny slowly started to see, I started to understand more and more. I was now also in shock. I started to have a sympathy for him, but also started to get angry. To put it lightly, that was shown and discussed in the Pokey Doc in 30 to 40% of what could have been included. I know 25 pages is a lot, but I understand he was coming from a place of complete distrust by everyone. At this time, went on Fed open a doc and started writing. He let me into the doc and I would help with dates, grammar, and layout. But the words are 100% Fed's. As time passed, he made a few docs. The Poké doc was not the only one. All were written in a form to appear as though they were speaking to the public. But he made them all to give to specific people they were about, not the public. They were only to show his side of things, with the intention of opening up discussions with them and attempting to move forward, healing these friendships that clearly had a lot of misunderstanding from both sides. So basically, he didn't want anything to be public. It was more like for specific people to see his side of story and try to solve it privately. I am not here to go over everything that he said in this in his own words, or point out the obvious. If you have ever been in love with someone, then the Poggy Doc speaks for itself. I'm writing this because I have seen a lot of speculations, not just from comments, but from streamers and even from Fed friends. I want to make a few things clear. Fed never had any intention of posting any doc to the public. At no point did he try to mislead or lie in any part of the docs. There were times I will make suggestions that he would say no because that's not the way it happened. I would say sure, but they had no problem stretching the truth when talking about you. And he will tell me no, that's not what this is about. My goodness. When this was leaked, he was furious with me. He went right on our DM and accused me There was a little I could say to him to defend what had been done. He hasn't said a word to me since. I don't want to get too deep into why I decided to do this. I felt strongly that Fed and his issues with Poggy were still very much affecting him. All along over the 5 months after he was kicked out, we spoke daily. He had clear intentions. But then he finally contacted her after 2-3 phone calls with Poggy. That all changed. I had lots myself from day one that I would hold my word to him, but I knew he had one major weakness, and I had hoped that he had finally let go and move on. But after those few calls with Poggy, his whole mindset completely changed, and it became clear he was going to take the full heat. That's what it showed, and that's why he didn't truly wanted all of this document to come out. I truly believe that specific one. And she was going to do very little to change the public's opinion of him. Correct. That was all based on her one stream about him. Throughout their conversation, 2 things were very clear. Fed was only interested in getting his friends back, and 2, Poggy was only interested in protecting her image, 100%. No doubt. I knew he will know it was me. I knew he will be furious with me. I knew he will cut me off as a friend and never speak with me again. But I also knew what I was about to do was the truth, and that I cared more about him and his ability to have a future, and less about having him as my Discord buddy. I couldn't sit by and let him drown himself. I felt he wasn't in a healthy mindset and was making these decisions because of his issues. Decisions I knew someday, years from now, he would regret. So I leaked it. I 100% agree with what he's done and his perspective out of all of this. I do not blame him for leaking it. I don't find him on the wrongs. Yeah, Fed is going to be mad, but, it had to be done. Again, standing by my statement that I did earlier, this had to be done. Otherwise, it would not have any clarification. And if I was holding this document, I will 100% sacrifice everything to leak this document to be a good friend to him, as I felt that was the right move to do. So there it is. Some more texting. Holy fuck, I actually can't believe you did that, by the way. Dude, I am sorry. I did it for you. You had no right. Nah, you didn't for yourself. This will hurt me. No way. Why wouldn't it? And it didn't. I did it for you. I take matters into my own hands. Like I said, you had no right. There is no justification here to stop. So stop trying. I am so sorry, man. I don't deserve any forgiveness. You're 100% right. I don't know why I did it. I had a moment of weakness. Just don't do that shit ever again. I have learned my lesson, yada, 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 yada. And double downing the whole situation. You send it to Flinglord Destiny. You fucking lying to me. I hope you are happy. That's all I'm going to say. For 5 months, you had a goal. Okay, so something similar to this happened to me as well, where it was I was in a situation where I didn't agree, and it was very obvious to me. It was a secret that I had to hold, and I didn't hold it intentionally because it didn't sit right with me. In that situation, it was my cousin was dating 2 girls. At the time, I didn't like one of the girls because she was a whore, while the other girl was more like a more serious girl. So while the 2 of them, the whore and him, being in a relationship, he hid it from the new girl, which I actually thought it was a good option. His relationship, and after like literally like a month or so, I leaked pretty much everything to the whore girl so they can break up. I confronted my cousin and told him, hey, what you are doing is fucked up. I don't give a fuck if you never talk to me again. I don't care. You are dating a whore, literally a whore, that may or may not, I'm not going to get into it. She's a whore, 100%. So break up with her. And if that will make you stop talking to me ever again and be mad at me for for doing the right thing for you, then do so. But I couldn't sit right with me not doing anything about it. So 100% justification. Fed bit mad. Yeah, sure. It depends on the person. If he doesn't understand the logic and explanation behind it, that he truly cared about him, and he, once again, acting out of emotion, then it wouldn't have any other outcome at the end. He knew what he was getting himself into it. And he said, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyways because I feel like that's the right thing to do. There's not right and wrong. Yeah, the conclusion out of this is he licked it. Fed didn't want all of this to come out, but he licked it. There we go. Done. Next one. You won. 1 hour, something. Do we care about all of this? At this point, I'm not even recording. I'm just going through it. To conclude the live stream, for anyone that wants to watch it in the future, it's going to always be over here. Yeah, I don't want to watch she playing music that, you know.
It's fun. Fun. Ooh, this...
You can watch just the clips, alright. Sounds better for me. I just want to finalize, even though I'm not gonna include any of this into the conversation. I just want to have it on the live stream, just to feel okay with myself. That I didn't leave anything behind that I didn't put my input into it, you know? For anyone that wants and cares and wants to go back and watch the entire live stream.
Yeah, so I don't, like, about Iman caring about whether it...
You know, there's times that you just
toxic.
Wanna put a full stop into a situation and not caring whether if someone's gonna watch it or not. It's not for content, it's just if it feels right for me to put a final conclusion into this one. So whoever is watching live or is gonna watch the VOD later on, doing it for you, buddy. There we go.
Anything bad either. Like, you know, she tried to work around me because she knew that, like, I did enjoy streaming. I did enjoy, like, doing content stuff. So, like, she came into my room and we had a long talk, and she even suggested, like, you know, maybe we could get like a business manager and then they can handle like a lot of things. You can still like stream and like do a lot of stuff, and like that was great. Like, she worked around like what I wanted, and she actually was the person who also gave me the green light to like do YouTube and stuff. I didn't have a channel before. Anything.
Okay. I mean, she's literally just saying, hey, what Fed said about Poggy is wrong.
Yeah, so I don't, like, about Iman caring about whether I do content or not. She literally, like, had so many people in the past who started as a manager and then became content creator. And, like, that happened multiple times. It didn't just happen once. It happened, like, boom, 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 like, so many times. And, like, she made an exception for me. Like, she believed in, like, the type of person that I was.
Not your content, but your personality.
To make things work for us.
Yikes!
So, I don't want people to think that she's so, like... She's not the way that people portray her to be, and she gets shit on a lot just because it's her, and it feels really unfair.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like, what do you mean? And there's a lot of things that aren't just captured, like, in messages, you know? There's so many things. He would go over to, like, he went over to Leslie and Peter's house, and listed all these things of why he didn't want me there anymore. That's not captured in the text, but it fucking happened. And he also had so many talks with everyone else in OTV. That wasn't in a fucking screenshot, but it happened. Like, he's literally putting such a one-sided skewed story. This is like why I want toxic.
Okay,
What
I
do you
agree.
mean?
But keeping context behind.
Wasn't true. She didn't know the extent of it. Like, I remember I was in
She actually
Chris's room,
doubled down the fact
and I was,
that
like,
she didn't know
talking
anything
to
about
her.
it.
She kind of like was like, did something happen
Okay.
or like whatever? And
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
looks very
even have
bad
the heart
for
to, like,
Fed right now.
I didn't tell people back then all what happened. Really, it was like,
What did he do to you,
it was hard
anyways?
for me to even like say the full story.
Like, you are
I could only,
making
like, say
all of
part
this
it.
seem so fucking bad. What did he do to you? Like, genuinely. What did he do? Did he touch your butt?
I just told her like a very, very scuffed.
Is that what we're talking about?
Like, I just said like, oh, he just like, oh, he was like really drunk and he just like kissed my hand and that was it. And it was just nothing. Like, I mean, it sounded like it was just, I was like totally minimizing it, totally trying to like
Kiss the
make it
hand.
seem like everything was fine and be okay, you know? And
Kiss the hand. Fucking hell. It's basically clearing Pokemon a little bit more. Again, I don't, my opinion, believe that the cancellation of him was the right thing to happen. I don't believe. It's fucking kiss on the hand. Grow up, you know, be more mature. But welcome to America, where everyone's sensitive about everything. Jesus fucking Christ. That's my opinion. That's my take based on my culture. Different people, different culture, different approaches into the different topics. Anyways, that this gonna fucking conclude all of this. I think I put everything over there. I wanted to include something more. I'm totally spaced out right now. What I wanted to do? Don't remember. Was there anything else? Is there anything else? Hopefully I don't show my corners. I'm very worried that you're gonna see like corners clipping on the bottom over there. Let me know if you see anything weird. I wanna double check. I mean, I don't see much. Yeah, I don't see anything. I think we are on the goods. You don't see like corners in the clipping. Ah, my eyes! I am blind! My eyes! Right. You know if Keemstar said something? No, he just reported it. Oh, Pokemon is bad without actually doing the right research. He didn't say much about it. Leak public. Appreciate the sub, man. Yvonne from Own 3D. Huh? It's actually pretty fucked up. Yeah, he didn't say anything of value. What a fucking coincidence. Alright. I'm gonna need to drop the stream then. I don't believe there's any more drama to cover. I'm thinking right now. Do I want to come back and do another stream, a regular stream for video games, or do I want to take a chill? Either way, I'm fine by that. I need to think about it. Like, I did my walk, took my shower, I did everything that I was supposed to do today. Now I'm like, alright, it's 6 p.m. I'll probably have another 8 to 10 hours to do whatever I want. Do I want to make some more content, or do I want to just take it chill today since we accomplished something? Actually edit the video, upload the video, and take it a little bit of a chill. Come back tomorrow and bang it, you know, get into the infected and actually, you know, get into the content. I think that's the most logical thing to do. Actually sit down and edit the video today, upload it, finish it, send it, and then come back tomorrow and actually stream the new game. That was a hell of an interesting stuff that we've been through, huh? Holy shit, I'm on fire. And I don't know why. I'm on fire. Shroud describes his dream game, how to fix PUBG, 5 days ago. I don't want to make more videos. One video a week on either of the two channels. I think that's the greatest thing that I can accomplish. Quality content. I could literally sit over here, like in a one day, reacting to 10 different Lily responding to the Pokemon drama. 1 minute video.
Just sometimes it gets a little overwhelming when it comes to stuff like that. Thank you.
I don't like Lily.
Ask for him.
I mean, I don't have any problem with her. She just annoys me. That's it. There is few people in the world, very few people in the world that annoys me. She annoys me. Like I could never watch her stream. No offense. You seem like a nice person, lovely person. I just can't stand the way that you're speaking.
Just sometimes it gets a little overwhelming.
It's fake as fuck.
To stuff like
I don't.
That. Thank you, Dalkis.
You know.
Ask for him, and Fluffy Bitch 69 for this up. Pokey stuff. This is the only thing I'll say because I think everything else will be misconstrued. I care about Pokey, and I will still be your friend. And I care about Fed, and I'm still his friend. And I talk to both of them, and I care about both people very much. And I only want the best.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we've seen it before. Okay, there's nothing more. Oof. I was expecting Joker to be around today. I didn't see him. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah. GM put a statement or whatever. Alright, chat. Traglia, it seems like you are my only dude around. I'm gonna drop it over here. I'm gonna spend some time editing the video, right? Taking a little bit time for myself as well. I wanna watch some Nips gaming, playing some Ark, laugh, chill, enjoy, good vibes. Come back tomorrow and go all in on the infected. Although I have a lot of energy today, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna power more energy for tomorrow. Nips Gaming Crickets. Watch it as well. It's not Nips like nipples, for fuck's sake. But yeah, Nips Gaming. Have a look at it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. And I'm going to see you tomorrow with the infected. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. Bye. You can talk to me on Discord if you want to. Yeah, whatever.